Good. We can start right now.
Wait, do that again, bro.
Did I?
Oh yeah, we're here now.
Okay.
The countdown.
Oh, okay. I'm recording.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
It's like the movies.
I only ever heard you speak on one record that you didn't like, ever.
Okay.
And you could have kept that to yourself.
Nah, you could have kept the record to yourself.
Nigga, you crazy, nigga?
That's art.
Is you crazy,
Are
nigga?
it's art.
Nigga, is you crazy?
Man, no, it's art.
Is you, listen, are you
It's
crazy?
art. Are
nigga?
you crazy
I'm
though?
pretty
Sane. But are you crazy though?
Huh?
He said
What?
keep it to yourself.
I'm pretty sane.
This nigga,
Jermaine.
It's art. No, here's the thing.
This is the
This
greatest
is art,
clip of,
right?
of all time.
The
You can't
full
expect
government
everyone
name.
to be upset.
but
Everyone
I
like,
don't expect everybody to like something, but don't say that we cool.
So
and
wait,
then-
what kind of friend would I be? Would I be?
That-
I'll be a fake
But
friend,
we
right?
talking about public, nigga.
You
Yeah.
put on your music out.
It
publicly.
don't matter, nigga. The
Okay.
game is based off of
Hold on.
relationships
Dev,
and based off
you're
of,
an artist.
Yeah.
of favoritism, nigga.
We got to talk about this.
Yeah.
Did you see the fair on me? I
Like, you're an artist, bro,
Yeah.
and like as your friend,
Right.
what if there comes a day like we got to have a conversation like that?
Are we gonna talk about it now?
I'm just
I like that.
saying,
I
that's
like that
my
you did
guy
that.
though.
Keep the
I
question
like
in the
that
back of your head.
you know why you fucking so good at this?
Why am I so
Can I
good
tell
at
you why
this?
you're so good
Oh,
at this?
please, dude.
Because you know how to properly make me inquire, well, talk about something. Because I talk about it from my own perspective,
For sure.
but I'm different when it comes to other people. So that was
And the way
really
that he
good.
asked
Yo,
you.
Exactly.
I have a good mentor. What can I say?
That's you.
I've learned from some pretty good people, man.
That was really good.
Thanks. Well, as you know, the Need to Know podcast, we always start out with a clip. That was the clip. We'll talk about that a little bit later. We wasn't here last week.
Sorry,
I know
y'all.
a lot of people were inquiring about, yo, it's over. Savon got swallowed by the news cycle.
That's what they were saying on the internet.
Bro, they
Did
thought
anybody
that
even
like
say that?
no, yeah.
What is
Yo,
that?
people thought like we was just ducking smoke. It's like, no, life happens, guys.
And we were working on a few things.
And we were working. If you go back like to the episode before this, that's not really an episode. It's more like an announcement. We had shit to take care of.
Yeah, to say the least, man.
It was crazy last week, though. I can't lie. It was. I was stressed the fuck
I've
out.
been saying this whole year.
The year, for sure.
2021 is been feeling like baby 2020, but we gonna keep at it.
Yeah, 1000%. Before we kind of get caught up to everything, let's show love to the amazing studio that we are in. Yours truly.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the HMDstudio.com for all your podcasting, recording, event space needs. It's a creative space created by creators for creators. If you want to visit and book some time, visit thehmdstudio.com.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's a beautiful space. We got a lot of real great energy in here. Shout out to Mandy and Bridget. They pulled up last week.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully
Shout out
they
to
make this one of their homes as well when it comes to creating content.
Yes, sir.
Why
It's
wouldn't
just a
they?
really
Why
dope
wouldn't
space.
they?
It's just a really fucking dope space. So
Yeah.
Just wanna
shout
tuck
out to
in.
you as always, Dev.
Yeah,
for,
thank you. No
know,
doubt. No doubt.
making this home court.
Yes.
And also, like we said in our announcement, we have launched a Patreon account.
Hey.
If you are interested in getting more content, hearing from us, connecting with us directly, I am officially, guys, I'm hanging it up.
What you mean?
I'm hanging it up.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah.
Stay the fuck out of my DMs.
All right.
Yeah.
Over.
Can I get
That's not gonna
applause?
actually. Nobody's applauding.
Shout out to me.
You have to get the artificial
Yeah,
applause
it's an applause
because
sound effect.
that is not going to stop them
So
from being in
Your
your
DMs
DMs.
reside
but
on Patreon now?
Now you can only contact me via Patreon.
So you transferred like your Instagram to Patreon and then like all your DMs go to Patreon now?
Trying to be a
Interesting.
baddie. Trying to be an IG baddie. They have OnlyFans accounts.
Hey.
Like, go to my Patreon, sign up, and talk to me. The
I will
fuck
say
you
this
want?
though, we're more prone to give it up over there than here. Not that we don't give it up here because that's just in my nature, in our nature.
Yeah, for sure.
But over there, like a lot of the conversations and shit that we have to talk about on here, we don't gotta talk about over there.
Exactly.
Might make for some good content.
Right.
We're giving y'all extra episodes a month. We're giving y'all direct access to us. We're giving y'all all of the visuals to the quick sessions. Shout out to y'all because y'all really fuck with the quick sessions. fans too. Like
I
the
would
numbers
too.
don't lie. The numbers don't lie. We see it all. So yeah, the Patreon, the Need to Know Podcast Patreon account. Make sure y'all go sign up, man. We're also giving away some Rasta Clot bracelets for the first people that sign up. Well, and let me preface that because not everybody's gonna get it. We're gonna select 3 people from the pre-release of the Patreon to choose from to give out Rasta Clot bracelets.
Yeah.
Shout out to the good folks over there at Rasta Clot. We see y'all. We love y'all. And we'll be back to this thing next week, God willing. But with that being said, go sign up to the Patreon, the Need to Know Podcast. It is available to you right now. I can't wait to go chop it up with y'all on that side. I can be me.
You're always
The real him.
The real me. Like, I can be me on Patreon.
Are you basically trying to say you're never yourself here?
No, you know
Is
what?
this like the great value version of Savon? And then in the Patreon, you're going to get
Wow.
the
It's
real
the
one?
Walmart version?
I know I can tell where you live by saying great value.
Wow, what's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? What's that? Let's expand on that. What do you mean?
Let's expand on it.
What do you mean?
Nah, I never
Because I
heard-
live in Jersey. What about it?
There we go. Press that. There we go.
Oh, wait, why is it? Oh, there's like no like Walmarts around here.
Nah.
Oh, okay,
Look,
okay.
Look at,
Okay.
Look at
I'll
Jersey
accept it.
privilege. Look
Yo,
at Jersey privilege.
people from Jersey, like, they take that shit serious. Like,
They
y'all in a
should.
gang.
Yeah.
I
Y'all
mean, I
in
think
the
I do. I rep Jersey really hard, but I don't know. I don't know if Jersey as a whole, because you know how New York is known for being like, man, I'm from New York.
Yeah.
But Jersey, I'm trying to make up for that because a lot of people aren't like that. But
I'm not mad. Alex, it's actually really great that you said, hey, do I not feel like I'm being myself on this podcast?
Yeah.
Again, sometimes I don't know how it lands here, but it's almost as if he's in my head. Like, I think we've worked so closely together that
They're
he just be saying
connected.
shit and he doesn't even know.
I don't.
So before we get into the shits, man, I do want to speak and I do want to challenge everybody listening. I want to challenge my friends here on the podcast. No, this is a really good challenge.
Okay.
I've been doing some thinking, man.
Okay.
There we go.
Why everybody get scared when Savon start thinking?
Crazy.
That's a new
exactly.
like.
Everybody
I have
say,
a
oh my God,
confession.
oh no.
Nah, but you know what's different about this one? I'm doing it
What?
at the top of the podcast. Like, so
catch 'em off guard.
I won't shoot this early.
Okay.
Like, this is real talk.
Okay.
Real talk.
Okay.
So I challenge everybody listening to this podcast to live your life in love.
Okay.
Don't live your life in fear.
You seen a therapist?
Like,
What the fuck is going on?
no,
here?
seriously.
What's
I
your
can't-
name again?
I'm rubbing off on him, guys.
What does that mean?
Because that's
What
some
does
shit
that
I would
mean?
say. That's
Reggie.
literally some shit I would say.
Live your life in love. Expound.
Reggie, you been coaching him?
I feel like that I've lived my life in fear, which has held me back from a lot of opportunities
Okay.
in my life.
That's interesting.
Okay.
And so thinking about this, I'm like, yo, why can't I go to that next level? What is it that's holding me back?
Okay.
And it's because I was living in fear. So I challenge everybody to live in love because there's people that you love, there's people that I love in my real personal life
Right.
who have been affected by me living in fear. So there's certain narratives that I've allowed to take off.
Right.
Maybe they're funny, they're jokes. The
Right.
STD, the Don, this, the that. It happens. I get it.
Yeah, it happens.
But I wasn't able to navigate through those narratives
Right.
because I was living in fear.
Okay.
Was this like a realization thing, or is this kind of things that have been
I like
harboring on
this.
your mind? Yeah, I love this.
Sounds like self-awareness.
Self-awareness for sure.
It sounds like a switch. You're just like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, this is how I want to live now.
Well, you know what it is? On the podcast, and Reggie, I spoke to you. When I first asked you, one of the first things that I told you when you came on board and you was like, hey, I kind of wanted to see what this podcast thing is like.
Right.
I said, yo, when we get on this podcast, essentially we're characters.
Right.
People are going to cast us how they feel on their thoughts and say, yo, this is this character, that's that character. And now we
This is
we
what I
aren't
want them to
people.
be.
We aren't even people.
Nope.
And
Yeah.
I've realized that I've kind of played into the character so much that it bled into my true psyche.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
It's really good that you realize that. Like you
Yeah.
had that realization.
well, you have to, especially when it affects people that you love in real life.
True.
And now they're looking at you and they're like, yo, who are you? And then you're looking at you and then you're like, wait, who am I?
I've changed. I've changed.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, I am taken back. I hear exact. But here's another question for you. What, like the fear, right? What is the fear exactly? The fear of people's other people's opinions, or like what is the fear? Because you're not the only person that goes through this and feels this. I know there are people listening right now that feel the exact same way, where they have maybe a social media persona because they maybe don't have a platform, and how they are with real people. But what is the general fear? Is there a general fear?
Well, for me, it stemmed from a place of hurt. Nobody wants to be hurt. Nobody wants to feel pain.
So you didn't want to be hurt again?
I didn't want to be hurt. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't want failure. You're afraid to fail. So you hold yourself back so you just don't fail. I can't be hurt if I don't allow you to hurt me.
Yes.
Finessing the system.
And
right?
Yeah, that's the definition of like having a guard up and shit.
That's why
Exactly.
I totally agree with you. And I agree with you in the sense of this is why a lot of people I feel have commitment issues with people, because once I allow you into my energy and we create a bond and I like you, now you have the ability to hurt me emotionally.
Exactly.
So that in itself, I can understand why it's like, you'd be like, you know what, I'd rather not build it on that level with you because I don't want to give you that power over me, that emotional. I fucking really agree with that. I really understand
and
that.
being vulnerable and allowing them in is hard.
I get it. I understand.
So I'm still gonna be the same person that I am. I don't think that like I can't help but say inappropriate shit. Like I can't. I just can't help it. Like that's just who I am to my core.
That's not like you like putting on a character. That is
For
a little bit of yourself.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is.
yeah. But again, I think being around you guys, especially Pierre, Dev, seeing how they handle themselves in their personal lives and the people that they love, it's like, yo, the reason I've been stricken of that and my dog is here, I would love for her to like not do this right now,
Mace
Mace.
trying to turn up on niggas.
But the reason that I kind of been able to reach this realization is also because of the people that you're around. So I just want to start there. We can get to all
Nice
the
little
shit.
start. Okay.
This
Maybe you have been doing yoga position.
This was inspired by some real life shit.
I like that. And I guess the message is like, it's time. Like people have that realization when like you got to be like, get out of survival mode and into thrival mode, because that's when life gets great. And I feel like this is why I don't live in fear. It's like you have to ask yourself, basically Alex said this, like, what are you scared of? And it's more of like, for me, it was like, what is there to be scared of? Like what, like judgment, I don't care. Like, I mean, it's easier said than done. Right. But once you really reach that and you fully believe that, it's like, yo, I don't give a fuck. Life is good.
Because
life
you
is
only
fucking
really,
good.
right? Because you really only know how to be yourself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
So
And I know it's not easy. It's not just like, oh, just be yourself. I know it's hard, but I'm saying
know.
once you reach that, life is golden.
That's true.
Like,
Things
so
don't
Accept
feel
who
like
you
plans in
are.
your head,
Accept who you are.
Right.
yep.
Accept who you are. I understand.
Yeah.
That's good. I like it. I like the footing.
y'all, man.
that
From
you're-
here on out, Savon, you're gonna be
You
good.
feel me? I'm just
you're
trying
gonna
to.
be good.
I'm just trying to live life like to the fullest. 'Cause I can't. There's no way you could do that if you living in fear. You feel me?
That's a fact.
So,
Just like it's very freeing.
what they
It's
talk
very
about,
freeing.
yeah.
I love this for you. I love this. For you. I
love
love
this
shit like this. I'm
for
sorry.
you.
I love shit like this. So yeah,
Do you?
it's good.
You the wholesome one.
I am.
I'm trying
Just
to reach.
you.
I'm just trying to reach her.
You got that
I'm
whole,
trying to compete.
you got that wholesome pack on the Patreon. I
Yeah.
see you.
The whole-
Literally, I want to. Okay, so
see
that's
you.
my. I gotta rep that set. But that is like the first tier though. Why couldn't the wholesome be the last tier? So I could be like,
I don't want to be
You know
wholesome.
why?
The virgin's always wholesome before they got
gotta,
me.
Exactly. You got to be wholesome before you get the Zaza.
That's
Hello.
true.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be
Come
wholesome
on, the
first.
virgins be wholesome, and then until they not.
Yeah.
Think about it.
And then when you I think the final stage.
Think about it.
What's the
is
final
just gonna
stage?
be like, because right now it's just something generic because we haven't really put it out. Nobody has like seen it yet. But I think the final stage is just gonna be the Dons.
That's hard.
The Dons.
Wait a minute.
The who?
Wait a minute.
Let me get my little
Well,
clip together.
we should
'cause
be gender
who the
appropriate
fuck
about
gonna be
this.
over there? Who the done?
What you mean?
Who the-
But it's lit
Can
over there.
can a woman be a Don?
For sure.
Really? A woman?
Yeah, Reggie the
Stefan
Don.
Don.
Oh shit! You killed me right there.
Don.
No, you can be a Don. For sure.
A woman can be Dons?
1,000%.
The Don.
1,000%.
That means shit. That might come with a beanie or some shit.
Got you. What's a Don?
Shit.
A Don?
That shit might.
Where does it come from? Like, it's a.
IP?
It's me, right? So a Don is just an ill ass person.
Okay.
Just somebody you look at and you say, yo, I want to be him.
Yeah,
Or I want to
yeah.
be her.
Got
Or
you.
it's like, damn.
Got you.
That's a Don. Like Nas the Don, he called himself the Don. Like
Okay.
people used to want to be, but now like it's a change in hand. Like the torch is passed, and it's like Savon the Don. Like
So that's
Okay.
it. We telling them what cologne to use and how to talk. Okay.
yeah,
We might get there,
you
y'all.
feel me?
Okay.
That's it.
All
The Don.
right.
I don't know. I'm just
Okay. I thought it was just The Godfather, but it's just me.
I think
You know,
I think it's from like the Italian
It
mafia.
might-
Probably.
Back in the-
maybe.
Well, this is what it means now. Okay.
know.
You know,
Well,
white
today-
people, they always appropriate our shit. So
Yeah,
I
no.
figure like we would just take that shit.
It's our
back.
turn.
Let me just snatch that back.
Gotcha.
So yeah, last week we wasn't here, y'all. I've been kind of focusing on myself. You mentioned social media.
Yeah.
Social media, I've been quiet personally. I know y'all kind of move in the same space.
Right.
I don't know if y'all have ever, and I kind of just wanted to start here because I realized how productive I've been in my personal life. I'm still on social media, but I'm not in social media. Dev, you've taken hiatuses from social media.
Yep.
What I just said, does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. To be honest with you, I've been looking into something new, right? It's called, so you know how our bodies have immune systems, right?
Correct.
So I've been looking into something called your mental immune system.
Oh, you pod now.
And I started to really realize that, our brains do have an immune system. That's why when people have traumatic events happen to them,
Defense mechanisms.
there's these things that get created. Your brain tries to protect itself. So you pass out. You have these episodes. So when you're watching social media, and if I could quote the scientist, I'm so sorry. When you're watching social media, there are these mental parasites, for instance, that can inject into your brain.
Is this fact or
This is a new ideology
Got
that's
it.
being
Got it.
like tested and
Studied
tried
and shit.
philosophy.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, I don't know the scientist off right now, the philosopher off but he's saying that basically, what you ingest into your mind is like a virus, and this virus can take over your mind and it can change you just like any other virus. So for me, I feel like taking hiatuses off of social media and stuff like that is so healthy for you because it allows you to kind of replenish that immunity to get back to reality, as opposed to going on social media every day and saying to yourself, well, this is my everyday. You wake up, touch your phone, the feed, boom, news, all of these things you ingest. You got to be careful what you ingest into your mind as well as your body. So, yes, I think it's very healthy to take a hiatus and take a moment off of social media. At least identify it within yourself.
Because your mind is a part of your body.
Yes.
So I feel like it's very
Arguably
important.
the most important part. So.
And I feel like it's very important to identify, like, all right, I need to amend this. I need to. There's certain things where, fuck, I just lost my fucking train of thought.
But you know what it is for me? It's like, okay, so I don't have a problem scrolling through. I don't have a problem liking things. I don't have a problem seeing the feed.
Right.
It was the urge to engage. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was like on Twitter during an event like the NBA playoffs.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Kawhi Leonard's getting fried up by Luka Doncic. Right?
That's a fact.
I want to tweet about it.
Right.
Like, I would have wanted to tweet about it, but now I'm watching the game. I can still scroll the feed, but I don't have that itch to kind of engage in the
You see how you
space
said
of
urge?
Twitter.
You see how you said urge? I just
Yeah.
remember my point I was saying. It's important for us to treat like our mentals like a diet.
Yeah.
Like we watch what we take in.
Yes.
Maybe we don't want a lot of carbs. Maybe we don't want a lot of
Yes.
bread, a lot of flour, whatever it is, soda.
Yeah.
Like if we can do the same thing with our minds and those urges, we can kind of, because we know how to lose weight.
Yes.
We've been on strict regimens, right?
Yes.
Okay, I need to do this, and this, and my body is healthy.
Right.
I'm with y'all. Like it's so important for your mind, and people don't understand to step away. You can just do so much shit.
Yes. Absolutely.
Please, if you have never done like a social media cleanse, even for a day or two, it just plain
That's
and
not
simple.
long enough.
Huh?
I don't think a day's long enough.
Okay, a few days, but like it just plain and simple, it just feels great.
Yeah, it
Just
does.
plain and simple, it feels great.
That's a
and
fact.
by like the second or third day, after you being like more disengaged than you usually are, you will realize, I think I said this in a previous episode, like you just realize you're not really missing out on anything.
On
even
anything.
if there's a huge event,
Yeah.
like a huge award show, huge game, and you miss it, you come back, you're like, okay, whatever. Like
Yeah,
I didn't read these tweets. Oh, okay. Like, it doesn't really matter. So once you free yourself of that, it feels great.
It's like a black hole.
Literally.
Like it like it's almost, because when you remove yourself from it, I want you to go on your feed, on your Twitter, specifically Twitter, and even Instagram, because the Instagram story, Alex has told me like, yo, bro, you're a junkie. you need help, brother.
saying you?
Like, you constantly posting in your close friends. I don't like you enough to fucking
That is
see
so
these
not-
posts.
Why
Like,
are you lying?
you ain't say that to me?
No, I did not.
Bro,
say
over the
You told him-
pandemic,
you told him you ain't like him?
Bro, you told me not to post in my close friends.
I said maybe you
I don't think
post.
you post that much.
You did. You don't know the Savon of the pandemic.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And it goes back to the fear conversation you started with.
The pandemic.
Because my whole beef with Savon was, Savon is showing who he really is in his close friend story.
Yes, no, yes.
And the people
Okay, but like,
dangerous
why not?
play.
Yeah.
Why
And, but see,
not?
and that's kind of
Okay, but if
Yeah.
is your close friends like just mad people, or is it actually your close friends? Because I think to your close friends you can post like your real you.
Ask me when.
Ask
What?
me when.
Ask me when.
When what?
There's
When, I
different
don't know.
versions of my close friends.
Oh, okay.
What is that? What
If
is
it's
that?
just your best
You are a
friend,
sick.
You love
you are something
creating tears.
else. What the fuck are you doing with
What
Instagram?
is this?
over
What
there?
he has a Patreon for his close friend
Exactly.
tiers.
So what's the Patreon for your close friends?
There's
Explain
levels
that.
in life.
Explain
Like,
it. Explain it.
I'm an energy guy. Like, my
Okay.
energy is the same.
Okay.
So at some point, like, it was just open season in the close friends.
What
Open
what does he say?
season.
I don't know what's going on
I don't know
right
what's
now.
happening.
Just
I don't know what's going on
I feel
right now.
like
so much is going
I feel like I'm being taken
everybody
advantage
was
of.
letting in the
Damn.
club.
So was I taken off for a version of the close friends that was
No.
only for a certain audience? That
You good. You always good.
I'm always. I
thanks.
get
You know what I
all
mean?
access. I got all access.
Y'all get all
Okay.
access.
Okay.
There was just some people I wasn't really familiar with that I thought maybe I was trying to be familiar with.
Okay.
And I just like let them in the club.
Okay.
But they didn't. They shouldn't have been.
They
in
wasn't
that
there
club.
for you.
They shouldn't have been in that club.
I got
Okay.
a homie that made a close friend story and put 10 girls he really wanted.
I know people who do that.
Wait, what?
Specifically,
Wait, what?
I know girls who specifically put just that one guy that they're talking to, and they post like sexy shit. I know that's a very common thing.
Ooh, that's a new game.
He told me he was 2 for 10. So I said, okay.
That's a new
2 for
game.
10.
yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah. I was like, listen,
People
I ain't
are
been mad at you,
diabolical
bro.
with it, yeah, and they'll post like just on their close friends, like let's say they want to pretend they're in like Vegas or something, just so that someone will hit them up. There's a lot of shit going on. in
Holy
close friends.
shit.
I don't do that. I don't
Is-
use my close friends. I really don't. But yeah.
Is posting to your close friends maybe a way to kind of diet your mental, kind of like the same conversation we're having?
you
Because
mean?
like maybe if I'm only serving things to X amount of people,
Mm-hmm.
it's not as traumatic or.
Well, you know, for
Yeah.
me, I think it eliminated having to have another Instagram. Because a while ago, I remember considering like, I really want to connect with my family more on Instagram and my very close friends. And I would thought about making another Instagram, but I think that story feature helps to kind of like mitigate and kind of keep me on my page. Even though I'm not a poster. I am a poster because I have to, I guess you could say. But I'm not a poster. Like when we're chilling, my first instinct is not like, ooh, the moment, gotta capture it. Like I revel in the moment. Like I just like living in the moment. So I mean, to each his own. But the close friend thing does kind of help with the.
That's
fucking
exactly
shit.
what it was made for. So I'm glad you feel that way.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it just evolved into something else.
Yeah.
why you
evolved
pointing
into
at-
She put it right at
It was a club. It was just like,
I'm sure it was. You was shooting, right?
But you try to rectify those things when you have real friends like Alex saying, "Yo, bro,
Chill.
you're bugging. Like, who is she?
Right.
Like, why are you? What are you trying to do? I don't need to be in your close friends when you clearly talking to her."
That's
Yeah.
not what I
And I'm
said.
like, bro, I wasn't.
That's not what I said.
That's for you.
I'm
though.
like,
That's
but,
for us.
But you sent it to me. I'm in your close
I
friends.
just
for us.
didn't want other people to write Savon's narrative.
Ooh,
That was like my
deep.
whole thing with it.
That was dope.
And like I'm one of those dudes, even with social media, and so why?
But
I never,
how would they be writing his narrative using close?
Because I'm a nut ass nigga.
he's a nut.
But then he posted it.
That's my
Probably,
soul peep, right?
literally.
It's two different things, right? Whatever
Okay.
what he posts on the regular story is different content
Wholesome.
than
Reggie
from what's
vibes.
in the close friend story.
Right.
So now when people don't know such things of you because that info is in the close friends, they can kind of talk on you however. You get what I'm saying? That was only my whole thing with that. Yeah, I want him to kind of steer it,
Close
be in
friends
control
is
of it.
fucking weird.
Yeah, it is. It's really weird.
Weird out
It-
here.
it is really weird.
Take your breaks though. Yeah.
I think that somebody who probably could have utilized this feature was Kwame Brown.
Okay.
I'm not sure he really knows how to use the internet.
First and
Just
foremost,
based off of his
I-
titling.
no.
And I don't want no
Yeah,
problem.
listen, hey, Kwame, it's me, Alex. Hey, I go by a ton of names. This is me speaking.
It's me,
The
Alex.
brother that was just speaking. It wasn't even me.
No, but listen.
I want you to
No.
fix your sentence.
But listen, I was trying to. I want to help market this brother. You get like.
I think
I
you
don't
know how
want to
to use-
see
uh-huh.
lowercase like letters in the title. That's all.
I think that's a fine.
I think that's creative. I think he's being creative. I think you're not seeing his genius, low key. I think
You
I've
see the
seen his
vision?
genius.
Yeah, I don't think you see.
What do you
his
mean,
genius.
Dev? And Reggie, are you familiar with Kwame Brown?
I'm gonna just you guys take over the conversation because I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Gotcha.
I don't.
No,
I'm gonna do a
unfortunately-
Dev. You know how like when we
Yes.
introduce topics, he goes, "What happened?" Like, and then we fill him in, and he has great opinions. That I'm gonna try to pull one of Dev's. You know, I'm gonna try to pull a Dev right now.
Are me and Reggie the wholesome twins?
No, you're a thug.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the conversation.
No,
Yeah,
you're
I
not.
thought he was gonna end it differently.
You drink Hennessy with cherries.
That shit is fire.
What?
And that shit
Where did
slaps.
that come from?
Straight.
And if any of you niggas, I should have brought the goddamn jar.
I know. And you run this studio.
Wait,
like
what?
Shit,
Yeah.
Is that wait? Where'd that come from?
So what I do is occasionally I'll get like a whole thing of Henny. I don't drink Henny anymore, but whatever. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't drink Henny, but you know.
Right.
But I'll
But
get
I
a
use
whole tub of Henny.
I'll get a bunch of cherries. I buy a jar. Shout out to the lady at 99-cent store for still having the glass jars. And I pour all the Hennessy in a glass of cherries, like a big, and I keep it in there for about like 3 weeks. And boy, do they slap when it comes down. Like this shit
is this a
OD.
thing or is this a Dev thing?
It's a thing I
dev
saw
thing.
once, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna steal this and make it cooler." And yeah, so Hennessy cherries, shit is fire. Leave it in your, and then I just give it to people. Like if people want, like I'm like, yo, I can have them. Like sure, you eat a couple of those, you be smacked.
You be
Because they soak it up so well, and the cherries are so good, so it really soaks up the Hennessy.
He's a
So it's
thug.
fire. Yeah,
I'm not mad at it.
That's-
I'm not
that's
mad at it
like
because
street behavior.
nigga said that street behavior.
Not street behavior.
No, that is, bro.
How is that street behavior?
yo,
That shit
I
is-
kind of
Why you
delicacy.
alter,
You like it? You like it?
It's a delicacy, right?
I like Henny. I don't know if that's like problematic, but I found myself one day like Henny with like ice and like juice. I was drinking. I was like, I like this. So, but yeah.
Yeah, you just might be a gangster too.
All of your wholesome
I
shit
genuinely don't mind drinking Henny.
just
so.
went out of the
sure.
window.
I stopped drinking.
The wholesome is gone.
Henny,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
that's
lie.
why I
You're
hesitated.
good.
I hesitated. I was like, am I hurting my brand right now? But it's okay.
Yeah, with Henny, hell yeah, that's some hood. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm supposed to tell you I like rosé and you
There
know
you
the
go.
bubbly. Nah,
Yeah,
I don't
girl.
mind drinking Henny. Yeah,
Cosmo.
but yeah, I'm gonna try that. Actually, my drink of choice is mojitos. So
Oh, all right. I like that.
mojito gang.
I like
I'm not
mojitos.
mad at that.
I like mojitos. I like
I'll try
Cosmos.
that. Wait, why are we talking about?
I don't
cherry
know.
Henny?
Listen, because we trying to make sure we don't offend Kwame. And I
Okay,
I
there we
how
go.
y'all
There we
picked
go.
that
That's
up.
what we're
Thank
talking
you.
I
about.
like
Sorry.
how y'all picked that
But
up.
okay.
No,
What happened?
First
What
off,
happened?
we're not here to offend Kwame Brown.
We
I
gotta
want to
make
just
that
give some
clear.
backstory. I'm actually
Please.
admiring his redemption story, if I'm being honest, because you never really get to see in the public eye the day that the rabbit gets the gun. And now he's pointing the gun and everybody gets to run with their tail between their legs, because for the entirety of my life, just about, Kwame Brown has been a punchline in the poster boy
That's true.
for failure
For
in
bums.
basketball.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
wow.
That's
Oh,
very
okay.
true. That's
That's what
very
people
true.
have tried to. Yeah,
He has been
depicted
that.
him as.
That's true.
That is who he has been depicted as. As somebody who, as he said, made over $65 million, entered the league as a teenager from high school,
Yep.
changed his entire family's livelihood. He's been deemed a bust because he may not have lived up to his basketball potential based on where he was picked. But as he said, bro, I don't pick myself in the NBA draft. The scouts, y'all have a job to do. If y'all know that I'm not gonna be Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan,
That's on
why
them.
the fuck are you picking me and mad at me for not living up to that? Like, I can only do
I
what
didn't
I
ask
can
to-
do.
I didn't ask to be
Kwame
here.
Brown.
I think it was the Michael cosign too.
Michael
Yeah.
Jordan co-signed.
Michael
Yeah,
Jordan
being
cosign. Oh
drafted.
He
shit.
drafted him.
Yeah,
he the
being
one
drafted
drafted him.
to that team.
So-
That was a big deal.
A lot of expectations was put on Kwame Brown
Okay.
in his basketball career. I think he would even say he didn't live up to those expectations, which is fair. But now he's just shooting at everybody. He's on YouTube, live streaming, coming for people who came for him for 20 years. You know what I fuck with Kwame Brown for? That nigga is petty. Boy, when I tell you,
Cause Savon is petty.
no, you
Say
know,
petty.
because don't ever forget. Don't ever forget the people that spoke down on your name. Like,
For a fact.
there's a clip from maybe 2008, 7-ish of Stephen A. Smith calling him a bona fide bum.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Bona fide
slander.
bum.
It's
we
a
know
lot of-
how irate Stephen A. can get.
For- you know what, Alex? You speak. I'm gonna find this clip.
All right.
It's a lot of slander on his name. I'm not gonna lie, Kwame. It's a lot. Cause you know when he came into the league, it was a big deal. It was Jordan making that transition into like executive rights,
Right in
and
that
we
time.
were so basically anything Jordan did was like, whoa, the God touched you.
Yeah,
so when
yeah.
he caught Kwame Brown from high school, and I think that was the last year that was allowed.
That and it was one of the last years allowed.
It
I'm
was,
not sure
was
if it was the
or was
last.
it LeBron's? LeBron's was the last year.
I don't know if it was bronze.
I think it was bronze. I think it was bronze was the
Okay.
last year, but it was
Okay.
coming up with it was having that. I think Kwame
Oh,
Brown is
Kwame
the
was
reason
02.
why they was
Brown
like
was 03.
right.
Yeah.
I think Kwame is probably one of the reasons why they were like, I think we should stop drafting kids from high school.
Oh, 'cause
I
they're
think
under
that's because he underperformed. So I think that's when that kind of started right there. So I think that was it. But they slandered
Damn.
that kid.
I think I found a clip.
How do you think Kwame
So-
Brown feels when you say Kwame?
I believe this may just be a reel. This was posted 13 years ago.
Oh my
Check this out.
gosh.
His
Do I
name
get to
that way.
answer this, or are these rhetorical questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Do I get to answer it, or are they just rhetorical questions?
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something right now. Kwame, all right, I'm going to tell you why I say Kwame Brown or Rasho the Slava Medvedenko. I'll tell you why. Because you're Kwame Brown. You're 7 feet tall. You're the #1 overall draft pick, okay? You come into this league, you came in without a jump shot. You came in without the
But he's
ability to
killing 'em.
rebound. You came in without the ability to do nice footwork, to pass, to rebound, to defend, to score points, or whatever the case may be.
Listen to this.
And it's a decade later, and you're still that dude. You've never worked and put forth your due diligence in order to take advantage of the privilege opportunity that you were in. And when I see that level of consistency as it pertains to an aptitude, I'm going to call somebody out.
big words.
If a dude is playing like
The big
garbage,
words.
you don't sit there and point out he's playing like garbage.
Of course
you don't
I
sit
do,
there and
but-
point
So
out-
that's just one example.
Wow.
That's just one example.
So what triggered this, revenge tour that he's on right now? Like, what happened?
Okay, so Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, they're also former basketball players. They have a podcast. Apparently, they made some jokes at Kwame Brown's expense, which woke up the sleeping giant. He didn't like those comments. He didn't like the jokes. And I guess after 15, 10, 20, whatever, however many years that people have talked shit on his name, he said, look, I'm here. And then it even got to Charlamagne the God. It even got to Jamel Hill. It got to people in the media because from the outside looking in, and I know it's funny. I know his accent. He has a very strong Southern accent.
Yeah.
He is very
Southern.
Adds to
charismatic.
the humor.
Got to
Yeah.
give him that.
Yeah.
But I do think from a psychological standpoint, obviously there's pain behind these attacks. And I can't even call him the attacker, the aggressor, because everybody who he is mentioning has mentioned him to some
So
degree.
he's defending himself, basically, right? No?
He's defending himself, but it's like, okay.
In like a comeback way.
You know what it is?
What?
You break into my house, or somebody breaks into my house,
Okay.
right? I have a weapon to protect myself, right? I use said weapon to get the person off me. Get out of here. Bye.
Yeah.
Leave my crib. Never come back.
Look how
right?
Vaughn kicking the niggas out his house.
But
Bah!
Get out of here.
Get out. Ah, you're a bad person. Oh no.
They
Bad
gonna go
guy.
run it out, Savon.
Oh no.
No, that was a good analogy.
fault,
That was a
Devon,
good.
though,
That was a
you're
great
right.
analogy.
Get off my balcony. Ah.
Devon.
Sorry. All right.
Get off the 15th floor.
Elevator down. Ah.
yeah.
Ah, my dog. Don't hit him. Ah.
So I'm just trying to
Okay,
get him
I'm
out my
sorry.
spot.
My fault, bro.
Guys,
just trying to-
that really did help me understand it more. I appreciate the analogy.
But nah, the analogy's not over.
Oh,
So
okay,
now
okay.
the person is in my crib. I hit them with the little 1-2 bang bang. They run down the street. I continue to chase them.
Okay.
And then continue to just boom beat the dog shit out of them.
Okay.
So he's like bringing up shit about them and like roasting them.
He's not
or, like-
accepting any apologies.
Okay.
People have tried to apologize.
I love that though.
People have
Oh
said,
yeah, like
I
who?
love that.
You don't have to accept an apology. You
like
don't. You don't. You don't owe
he's
them
just
that.
like, I'm here. I'm
it's
out for
been
blood.
years.
Cool.
It's been
Okay,
years.
I like this.
Y'all know why I love Kwame? I just see real.
Right.
It's a lot of these people in these networks and they have all of these shows. You can just see the caricature that they're trying to put up. I just love when somebody gets the gun and unloads the clip. Because y'all been playing with my name for too long. And because I'm so to myself and I don't care about corporate giants and all of this bullshit,
He can
I'm
talk.
gonna keep going.
He could talk that talk.
I'm gonna keep going. And it goes back to the fear thing. And it's important for us in media to not have fear because then we become these people that we talk shit about.
Yeah.
Or the people that we hated as kids that we would see on the TV screen, like, yo, you're not really portraying a certain way, a certain thing. I'm 100% with Kwame. What the fuck? An apology? An apology because now everybody calling
Now
you out.
you want to apologize, right?
But because everybody is pointing fingers at the people that's talking shit about him.
And let's keep
That
it
shit don't
real.
even feel natural to me.
Because we all know in business,
Right.
once that bottom line is affected,
Everything
Then-
changes.
the apologies come pouring in.
A rainstorm.
Once the dollar is affected, the apologies come raining in.
Fix it.
And so that's what it kind of seems like. And that's why Kwame's not, or one of the reasons he's not accepting apologies. He's like, fam, this is not sincere. Why are you doing this?
Right.
Oh, because
I like this.
now it's
I like it.
affecting you.
Right.
You
He
didn't think
knows.
about
He knows
affecting
why
me.
they're apologizing. He's like,
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
Because they have to.
I could see him at getting like a Shannon Sharp type of role.
I don't think he's.
don't
I don't.
think so?
Yeah,
Corporate
I was like, no.
America.
I don't see him.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck corporate. There's companies that are corporate but not so corporate.
Oh, for sure.
I
Like
see him,
Barstool.
Like Barstool,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
Vice
yeah.
Twins.
Something like
Or
that.
his own thing.
Ooh,
I heard he
Vice
did his
will
own
be
thing.
fine.
And when I say Shannon Sharp, I mean like I kind of see the same personality in them, as to where like they could be very erratic with their words. It sounds humorous, but yeah, definitely nothing on ESPN. I think.
Okay,
that,
cool.
I think that really should
Yeah.
be severed.
Oh, I have a question for you guys. Kind of related to this. It is kind of related. So, are you guys ever? I don't know if nervous is the right word, but let's say we're putting this on the internet. Is there forever? So, in like 10 years or something down the line, are you guys scared that something will come back and like be out of context
Absolutely.
and bite you in the butt?
It's going to happen. We do a
might-
podcast.
No.
And it's impossible. Like, I say right now, there's no way that someone can't go back on some stuff that I have and not find something that can be deemed offensive.
Word.
It's impossible. At this stage in my life, as far as my digital footprint, it's impossible. Because guess what? None of y'all are perfect. Not
Right.
one of you. And I've made mistakes. I've said things and then I've had friends check me on it that I've done online, and I'm like, oh wow, I apologize, I didn't realize that. There's plenty of things that I've said that I'm like, damn, okay, I didn't see it that way. But my thing is, I always like to give people a chance to reflect and to learn from their mistakes. That's one thing cancel culture doesn't do.
Right.
We don't ever give you that grace of you fucked up. Hey, you fucked up. No, we're gonna kill you, we're gonna slander you, you're done forever. Fuck you. But that's not realistic to me. Like I feel like everyone, not everyone, but I feel like a majority of people that have said things can genuinely change. I do believe
Oh yeah,
that
definitely.
people can change.
Because most of the time we're canceling people for things that they said when they were like 12. So
come
I mean,
on.
I don't, but
My
Come on,
retort
man.
for that, because I do think it's even going to happen to me. My conscience is clear, Reggie.
Mine
So,
too.
You get what I'm
I'm
saying?
cool.
And once your conscience is clear, we could have any sort of conversation.
you could have been like,
About-
all times have changed. Yeah.
About
Question.
what you know.
Do you apologize?
No.
No, my conscience
Absolutely.
is
If
clear.
you said something and it comes back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And people go through it and you say to yourself, you do
Yeah.
say genuinely say, I can see how that can be taken that way.
Yeah.
Do you then apologize?
And also
apologize.
things change.
I apologize how it made you feel.
Okay.
Yo, that's
I
that's
mean-
the number one gaslighter.
Yeah, that is.
apology.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I ain't
Because
gonna lie.
you
I don't
do.
get better. That's the
Are
number
you
one-
sorry for how I
like,
made them
It does
feel?
sound like some gaslighting shit, right? But if
is.
my conscience
I
is
never
clear,
knew you
but
had
hear me
that
out,
in
right?
you.
No, I'm not a gaslighter, but if I'm speaking from the position of my conscience being clear,
Uh-huh.
why would I pander all of a sudden?
I get what you're
Oh
saying.
yeah, because you didn't say it with like bad intentions.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like for
That's fair.
example, let's say like a term I
Right.
say right now, and then 10 years it does become
morphs.
offensive.
Right.
Exactly.
Like if
Am I gonna
say-
apologize for? Because I didn't say it offensively. It
Yeah.
wasn't offensive at the time.
If you're not
but then
guilt-
do you apologize for that? I don't know.
That's my
No,
point.
if you're not
If your
guilty,
conscience-
yeah,
see?
if your conscience is clear, you're good. Like
Here's-
one of the beauty of podcasting is this shit is a journal.
Yeah.
Like this shit is a journal. You
Yeah.
kind of
Some
get to
shit is
watch
gonna look crazy in 10
somebody
years,
in
yo.
here
It is.
fucking
Yeah.
grow
Yeah.
week to week.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I'm not the same person that I was in episode 30.
100%.
Like we started this conversation with me saying, "Oh shit, I just realized something over the past few weeks."
Right.
Yeah.
You feel like so that you have to allow people to grow, and it goes back to my conversation on Joe's podcast about Justin Bieber. Like people took one thing that I said out of context.
Yo,
right?
they
took
did.
one thing
They
about
love to bring it up.
harmonizing it.
was
like,
it out of context?
Didn't you double down on it on your own
I ain't
podcast?
gonna just let you
I
slide
said what
like
I
that.
said. Goddamn it.
There we go.
Triple down, ladies and gentlemen. Triple down.
the message behind what
I
I
get
was
it.
saying was like, yo, room for growth.
Yeah.
That's it. That was the message that I was trying to get to.
I think the moral compass that we can all stand on is judging people for their intent. Because if I
There we
think
go.
about a slave master back in the day, right? I say to myself, at the end of the day, the mere fact that you were hurting another person,
Yeah.
I can't fuck with you for
Right.
that, right? It's like you physically were hurting people, putting them down, killing people. So that I can't forgive you for. So when we rip down those statues of those, racist generals and stuff, I'm cool with that.
let's do it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to
Ain't
someone,
no forgiveness.
ain't no forgiveness. I'm not like I'm done. You're good.
Yeah.
But when it comes to people that have said comments on things in a moment of conversation and stuff like that, I'm not saying they all deserve a chance, not at all.
Sure.
But I am saying that we do need to listen sometimes and do our due diligence as far as
Yeah.
context is concerned and get to the bottom of it. And I see how they respond. Like I think we need to give people I hate to sound this because if you're a leftist, you're super gonna be like, no, we gotta kill him. But I just don't think that way. Like I think I question everything. Like I have to. I'm sorry. It's the internet. It is 2021. I'm gonna question every single thing that comes across to me. I'm sorry.
sure.
I have
As you
to.
should. As you should.
Okay.
have
Yeah,
to.
that makes me feel better though. As long as my conscience is clear,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking about that. Because I
'Cause,
plan
like,
to
look-
be in this thing for a long time. So like, if
Right.
people try to cancel me,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm uncancelable as of right now because
Right.
I don't know. I look back on like what I've said. I don't think I say like crazy ass shit.
Reggie,
But
you're
who
fine.
knows how it's gonna be in 15 years? Who knows?
We
Yeah.
all, you know what it is though too. We all translate shit differently. We're
That's
all
true.
from different walks of life.
Yeah,
Right.
and I
Here's a
can't
quick-
be worried about every little. Yeah,
Exactly. Here's a quick
This is a
example.
great-
right?
this is a
Where
great
I'm from,
topic.
yo, you ODing. My translation, you're
doing
taking
too
it a
much.
bit too far, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Maybe someone that comes
Buddy.
from drugs, yo, you're ODing and can take offense to that. So now do I apologize for saying, yo, I'm ODing? No, because I was definite in my thought.
Yeah.
I'm sorry how that made you feel.
Yeah.
Because I get as someone that's maybe a drug addict or I don't know, just sensitive to a topic like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
you might decipher that differently.
I made a mistake. Well, not the mistake, but I had a friend. I won't name who you are, and I in a bad of a conversation, I was like, "Yo, I think you're crazy," and broke down.
Oh yeah.
Broke down, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like, I'm so sorry. What just happened? And so I was educated. You understand? In that moment, that I made a mistake, and thus I've learned and started to kind of get crazy out of my vocabulary because it does offend some people that have mental issues or just problems in general. And I didn't know, but how do we know these things?
Because we're all different.
Don't we learn?
We're
you
all
say
different. We're gonna
learn-
decipher it differently.
Learn from your mistakes.
Literally.
Does that still exist?
I don't. You would
Well,
hope so, right?
in 2021, you can't make mistakes.
You can't make a mistake.
You can't make mistakes. And if you do make a mistake, you get canceled for it.
You were canceled for
we
it.
gotta make making mistakes fly again.
But it has to be like a real mistake.
Being the first,
It has to be like a real mistake.
yeah.
Like,
You're cool if you're the one that's like, yo, I made a mistake. Make that cool again. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yo, I made a mistake.
accountability,
right there.
ownership of those
Accountability.
things.
Right.
Those things, like, yo, I made a mistake,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
understand that it's a mistake, and
it's
try to
cool.
learn and grow from
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
I think that is a part of, and I do think like we're the generation to kind of spark that. You know, like those conversations. I think we're kind of slowly moving away from cancel culture.
Yeah.
I just found out that Kevin Spacey got his
Yes.
first acting job again.
Yes.
Like,
Oh,
I
the
don't
Nasty
know.
Man.
I do not know how invested people are
House
into
of Cards,
Kevin
right?
Spacey. House of Cards. He's a super pristine actor. The thing with Kevin Spacey that I found super intriguing, right?
Okay.
And please look this up yourself because I know I'm gonna butcher this to some degree, but the basis of the story holds true.
Okay.
So Kevin Spacey got into some trouble, right? Some allegations. He was dealing with people not good at all. Horrible, horrific things that cost him a lot of opportunities, cost him one of the bigger shows when he was actually doing it, active in it,
Yep.
which was House of Cards, right?
Fire show.
it was a
Kevin
good show.
Spacey, somehow the people who alleged certain things to him, they just began to die in like really tragic, random ways.
Whoa.
I believe there's a few, and again, like I said, I could be butchering this story, but they're like, it's sick. It's weird. I don't even know. Yeah.
Are you a little conspiracy theory guy?
well?
I know
when
you are,
some,
Dev.
when
You looking for a friend?
if five, he's looking for a friend. For the conspiracy
He's
theory
like, hey.
podcast. No, I am a little bit. I can't lie. I'm
Yeah.
a conspiracy
Yeah,
theory guy.
yeah,
I think, and let's. You want to go? Let's do it.
Okay, let's do
I
it.
think in
Let's
music,
do it.
I think in music,
Y'all gonna have a conspiracy off or something? Do what?
I think,
Tinfoil?
I
A
think
tinfoil hat like segment? Let's go. Go
in
ahead.
music, And in entertainment, anybody who's educated in that space, I almost think you have to hold some kind of conspiracy theorist stuff in there.
Because you kind of know too
Yeah,
much.
because
Fuck
then
yes.
are you just believing everything that you are being told, or are you going to challenge it? That's how I see conspiracy theories.
I challenge everything.
Yeah, exactly. So
Even the good stuff. Like if Spotify says, hey, Spotify has a new thing where artists can upload directly to Spotify.
why?
Why?
I immediately looked into that. Like, why? Why?
Because they want you to be happy. They want you to be excited, elated, and blind.
Like, I know it sounds crazy, right? And I don't know if I want to take y'all to this part of my brain, but
Take us there.
we're here.
Savon.
We've been worse places
This
with you.
summer.
That is true.
That's true.
This summer.
This summer,
So
Savon's mind takes a turn for the worst.
Oh my goodness, you gotta book some voice acting job or something, please. I'm so dead ass.
I don't think
You're missing out on a bag.
in any worse of a turn. But there was like, so conspiracies, back to conspiracies.
Okay.
And the marriage that it has with entertainment, specifically music. Because if you even go back to the origins of music, the angel that fell he was the angel or the head of music, and now music is being pushed for propaganda, and then the all-seeing eye and all your favorite artists. You can find a picture of your favorite artist right now only showing one eye as a testament to who knows what. Now the conspiracy it goes crazy.
I know what video you watched on YouTube.
It goes crazy.
I seen that one.
It's a theme.
Everybody
that
just
one.
walk around with one eye for a picture.
Can I say something? Can I add to that?
I'm with you.
What the funny thing about that is, it goes back to the conversation we was talking about mental immunity, about these
Right.
parasites, right?
Yeah.
Where basically, say for instance, like I put a hex on you, like there's a hex on you. Now you're walking around thinking negative thoughts, and the slightest thing happened, you're like, oh shit, it's because he put the spell on me. Like I'm about to. I don't want to go there deep with it. See where we going? Because I was
Protect yourself.
because I was gonna go to religion, and so this is
goes there.
my thing with religion is I identify more as a spiritual person than religion, right?
Yeah.
The structure and the commercialization of religion is not something I'm fond of. So when I look at religion and how people follow it, I see things that I feel like, let's just say, I just don't agree with.
Yeah. Sure.
With a lot of the structures and stuff like that. So it gets deep.
That's what I'm saying. It gets really deep.
No, it does.
Like, all right, this is the last thing, and then we can kind of move on.
Okay.
Right?
To like J. Cole or something.
Your dollar bill.
Oh
The
my
$1 bill.
God, he's about to say the thing.
About to go crazy.
Come
The
on.
$1 bill.
Come
About to
on.
go crazy.
And not the side with George Washington
I
white
know
man's
where he's
face on
going.
it. Just flip that $1 bill around. Look at the symbolism on there.
Yes.
And then just pay attention to everything in your life. Just pay attention. And there will be a trend.
Homework right now.
Are you
There will
talking
be a
about
trend.
there's an owl
Yep.
at it's the smallest thing on the dollar bill, and
there's
it's a
an-
small little
There's
owl.
an owl. There's an eye.
There's
Y'all
an
niggas get money,
pyramid.
There's
Look at-
13
Y'all really,
The Eagles holding
transplanting
13 arrows. Everything is symbolic.
Yo, so you watched the same YouTube
I
video
watched
as
the
I
same
did.
shit.
He's watched them all.
I watched the same shit.
Right. And
It's all Freemason. Yeah, it links to all the Freemason stuff. Yeah.
All of this, and then
This is so bad.
You want to go?
I knew
you-
Devon was looking for a friend.
like
knew
I
it.
said, because me and Dev, for some reason, we don't even talk about these things. But I think he knows that I know that he knows, so we can just do this on a free whiim. But it's
On the
real shit.
Patreon.
On the Patreon.
On the
maybe,
last tier.
Maybe we should do like a
tinfoil talk.
conspiracy, like for
Tinfoil
real.
talk.
Hey, the aliens are here.
The
Oh, they-
aliens
Oh,
are
that
here.
yo! If you don't believe by now that,
They're
yeah,
here.
come on,
Then you're the alien.
They
come on,
hit- yep.
exactly. You really think we're the only things on this whole?
OD.
No.
You see, the CIA is starting to release like classified documents and give us all this
And
information.
people also say
Why?
They're-
Okay. Yo, all
they're
right.
trying to distract us from something. Oh, Patreon. Hold
Yes.
on. Let me save
All right,
it.
all right.
Let me save it.
Son, why are they showing us now? Why?
Talk about it.
Find out on
Why
the
are they telling
I
Patreon.
us
heard
now.
Obama admitted to the other day.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they're starting to warm us up to it, and it scares me because I'm like, why are they getting open about it? Why?
time.
Yeah, I know something. Fucking shit. Uh-huh.
Pierre is saying that they said on one of Trump's last bills.
Yeah. They put a clause. They had to release information on UFOs. by June of this
So
year.
Trump gave us
It's about to get crazy up in here.
What the
Again,
fuck
like
is
I said,
Well,
do your Googles, man.
I'm cool. I'm about to go get cool with them.
Oh,
aliens.
this shit
Y'all-
deeper than
y'all
rap.
Stay here.
Yeah, they probably wavy.
I'm about to go get cool with them.
Who, the aliens?
Oh, hell yeah.
He is going to mind fuck you literally. I'm not listen,
Ooh.
man. I don't know what they got going on, but please give me 5 years of just normalcy.
I ain't gonna
before you
lie.
do
Right,
anything.
right after
Please.
2020. Come
I'm about to
on.
go get right with them. Y'all
Please.
bugging. Y'all shit.
I watch a lot of Marvel movies, so I think I would really know how to handle that if they
Yeah,
came.
yeah.
Like I think I would be.
I
ahead
doubt
of
it's
the
gonna be
curve,
like that.
You know what I'm saying? No, what you mean? So you trying to tell me like that doesn't exist? That I can't protect myself in the same way that those figures do?
I don't think it's gonna be the same because that is a human-made interpretation.
Perception.
But do you know who we are?
What if an alien came
We
and
are
said,
the Need to Know
Yo,
podcast."
it's that Savon nigga. I like this nigga.
I would have been like, yo, I knew you did, bro.
What if you had what if they really fuck with you?
I
That's
wouldn't
what
be.
Yo,
I'm
that would be
tell
so
you.
fucking wavy. Yo,
You're missing
if you
out on
had some
opportunity.
alien homies, yo, oh my god, this is so.
Alien
This is
homies?
exciting.
I bet they smoke too.
They probably got
Yo.
some new. They probably come to you
got
like,
this Zaza.
yo, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. We got some new shit called 5-7. This shit make you see all kinds of shit.
I just know they know how to have a good time. I'm about to go get right.
Please get
I'm
right.
excited.
I
Yeah, don't be
know how
scared.
that.
Let's be excited. Yeah, about an alien takeover.
I'm sorry, Reggie. Completely.
Oh no, yeah, I was done.
I feel like we shouldn't be scared because Savon let we not doing the whole fear thing. So maybe
Oh, there we go.
maybe we can just get ahead of it.
Bringing it back
And it might,
around.
bring good things.
I live in love.
I'm scared as fuck.
and hopefully
I live
they
in
live
love.
in
What
love
none of
too.
y'all niggas talking
Right,
about.
Reg?
I'm scared as shit. I don't know what none of y'all talking
Nah,
about.
super.
Y'all niggas
Nah.
come through.
Listen,
As long as they don't like harm my pet, we good.
Nigga,
Like you could take the crib, you could take the podcast. Like you can have it all. Just leave me and the dog alone, and we good to go.
they
I'm
are
gonna pay them
gonna
in crypto.
vaporize.
I'm gonna pay them in crypto.
that fucking dog.
I just feel like it's the thing of the future, technology. They might want to see some barter there. All right.
I think that they gonna come down and say we will whoop that ass, and y'all better relax. And this is what we want.
So
And
they turn into Kwame Brown.
I think
They just walk around Kwame Brown.
for sure.
But think about
bro.
it though, on a real level, they can't be half bad because we've seen footage and surveillance shit for like date backs from years. So it's like if they have been surveying us for this long.
Nah, you know why I can't believe that though?
No, I mean it's out
No,
though.
like me though. Like me.
Why you?
Why you?
Bro,
Why
because
you?
growing up, I used to think like the ghost hunters was real.
Them niggas is real.
Like on sci-fi, ghost hunters.
Hey, you ain't getting to hear
Why
no
they not
laughter.
real? They
No,
are real.
I
Why they
bel-
not? Them niggas is pretty
They
legit.
are the real deal.
Well, I heard it was fake.
Nah, they
Well,
fake.
their show, they would exaggerate things and create scenarios, of course. But that shit is a.
But
that
ghost
shit is a real
hunting in
thing.
general,
It's a real
yeah.
thing. That shit is
Really?
a real thing. That
Hell
shit is real.
yeah.
You,
Oh, okay.
you ever watch The Conjuring? You know,
Yeah,
you know that's
yeah.
based on
a true story.
real stuff. That's based on real
Yeah, I
stories
believe
and
that
shit
shit.
like that.
I mean, they always say that though. They said Cat in the Hat was based on real life events.
for you capping right
Word.
now. You dead ass?
Right before the credits, bro.
It says based on real life.
Based
Yo,
in real life.
Look
Cat in
what
the
he
Hat.
needed.
There's some dark. It could be some dark shit behind that.
I don't know what they were saying. Like,
Yo, my nigga, y'all gonna let this nigga say the Cat in the Hat was based on a true story right now?
it said it in the credits.
No, it wasn't.
Fam,
it's a rhyme.
If
He
you're
rhyming.
listening right now, please fact check this nigga and then
Bro,
comment below.
Please do.
Wait, he said the cat. Wait, what?
The Cat in the Hat is based on a true story.
Okay, I don't even want to think
The
about
Bible.
that.
Never
I
met
don't
a
want to think about
grown-ass
that.
cat.
Nigga said it's a
That's kinda dark.
It's a lifetime biopic.
Y'all met a grown ass cat before?
Wait, yo, that is kind of
Never met
terrifying.
a grown ass cat.
Exactly, it's a dark story.
Okay, I don't want to think about this.
Fuck yeah, Alice in Wonderland is an acid trip.
Oh yeah,
That makes
but
sense.
that makes complete sense though.
Yeah, that makes
complete
look,
sense.
Look what makes sense to us. Oh no, it's
Oh
drugs.
no, that's we
Nah,
good.
but I think
Alice was high
Alice
as
is
shit.
good.
I think the aliens might be alright, man, because if they've been dwelling around us for so long and haven't even tried to mess with us
I think
yet,
that same thing. But something coming,
collecting
bro.
information.
All
yeah,
right.
No, but they're
So-
doing that
so
for
if-
this big
How
like
about we do
takeover.
this? Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so
Okay.
if we're talking about aliens, right?
Okay.
There's some people walking this earth that I'm like, yo, that is a fucking alien.
So who is
right? They're
that?
just super gifted, super talented,
I like
super
this.
rich.
Okay.
If, just think about it. Just
Okay.
think about it. If y'all could think about all the people on this earth that could potentially be an alien,
Okay.
who's the first person that comes to mind?
Jason Derulo.
Elon.
Look at our answers. Look at our answers. Lil Wayne, he can't be normal. Nah.
Yo,
I'm confused with you and Jason though.
yo, even the dog walked away from you on that one. What? Jason.
Where did this come
of all
from?
people, on
Okay, I'm prepared
God's-
to double down on my answer.
And you know, I want you to explain this shit. Give us
Okay, my explanation. The first person that came to mind, I knew what Savon was gonna ask. Like, oh, who do you think is the closest thing to an alien? I feel like I don't have to do much explaining. Like, do you see him? Like, do you see his antics?
Yo.
It's a little strange. He wears like the sleeveless sweater vests, and he wears jean vests.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's
And that
swag
makes
though.
him an alien.
That's-
She's
but-
like, you're
like-
an alien, Jason Derulo. You're one of one, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But like that's
That's
swag
it.
though.
That is hilarious.
Like when you got muscles, you could do that. No.
No.
I was gonna say, nigga, I was gonna say Elon Musk.
He was used
said-
to living in a different world, and that's why he acts that way.
Maybe you're right.
Okay,
That's my
Elon
answer.
Musk, though,
That's a good answer.
I could
He's an
definitely
alien.
see that.
He's an alien, and he's helping
got it.
us. He's one of the good aliens.
Yeah, he's got it.
He's trying to get us to like zero carbon emissions. Like he's an alien, and I like him a lot.
See, that answer isn't fun because that literally makes
Yes,
sense. That
yes.
literally makes sense. He really might be an alien.
Yes.
Elon Musk.
But
Alex.
Jason Derulo's.
But Jason Derulo, just look at his TikToks.
I said Lil Wayne.
Little Wayne's an
Oh,
alien.
Listen,
He calls himself a Martian.
Percocets, a lot of shit done tried to get my boy. Ain't nothing ain't got him. Charges, bad deals. A lot has tried to take out my boy. My boy is still 10 toes.
Little Wayne's an alien.
Boy only got a few dreads left, still swagging.
He shot
do
himself.
He
shot-
did.
come on.
He
He
shot
shot
himself
himself.
when he was
Come
a kid. That was a dark story. That was fucked
Yeah,
up.
that's a good one.
Look how bad.
That's a good one.
Savon, what about you? You posed the
Jamie
question.
Foxx.
I was gonna say now I would agree with
Jamie
Jamie
Foxx.
Ooh, he's just way too
He's
talented.
a fuck,
OD.
bro.
And he didn't age.
The nigga
Just like an
knows
alien
how
would.
to use nunchucks.
Yeah, that's
Random.
Nunchucks.
Wow.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Why is he fluent
In nunchucks.
in nunchucks?
Yo, even I don't know how to use them, and I'm Asian.
Yo, no. Stay there.
What?
Stay there. That
Wait,
was-
what, are they not Asian?
That
Wasn't even
was so,
accepted.
am I not Asian? 'Cause it was so because it's like no one else here could say it, so it was like
No, it's okay. I'm Asian. I can say it. It's okay. It's
I
okay.
wasn't even thinking that.
I wasn't either, but that was mad
I just
funny.
saw a video of this guy, and
Like,
it's
of course he could
bro,
use
like
nunchucks.
listen to this.
I would switch it up, take a song off of TV and make it sound good enough to make love.
Like, how do you do this?
even if the song was.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Of a lovely lady.
Mind you, he is performing at a stand-up show, right? Like, that's not a concert. If you can't see this clip, which I don't think you can, he's not performing as a musical act.
Yes.
This is a segment in his stand-up routine that he just breaks out a fucking grand piano.
Amazing.
First of all, where do you get it from? Like, he breaks out a grand piano, sings, remixes the Brady Bunch.
Yes. He's fucking good.
That's an alien.
And he can kick your ass.
Okay,
with
I like that answer.
nunchucks.
I like that answer.
And he ain't really aged for me. Like, when I think about
He
aliens.
did the shit I was gonna do.
What's the shit you was gonna do?
Headline shit.
I didn't mean
Oh, he
neither.
did?
Nah, he did that.
We all. I'm doing that. Oh,
Nah,
are
he
you
did
planning
that.
to do it? Wait, we talked about this
Nah,
already.
he did that
we
shit.
did.
Okay,
But
never
we're not
mind.
going
I wasn't
backwards.
even- I meant like in the cheekbones and physique, but
Oh, okay.
It looks good, so it's doable. Let's do it.
Listen,
I
it's
support it.
doable.
I support it, Savon. I really do.
Yeah, nah. I think
Right on.
Live and love.
But yeah, that's my alien list.
Alright, that's a nice little alien list. It might be
Wait, Dev,
legit.
do you have one or do you just?
I said Elon
said
Musk,
Elon
but
Musk.
that's,
Oh,
it's
sorry, that
so
was good.
easy. It's a fucking layup, so it's
that
pretty
makes sense,
easy.
though.
Like that's
Did I
yeah.
tell you that the Teslas, when they go in reverse, it sounds like UFO?
Yeah, you did tell
Yes,
that.
I heard it hums.
You gotta be alien.
It
now.
hums. It's
But his
super
cars,
hums.
just
Yeah.
saying.
It's fucking genius, bro.
right.
It's fucking genius guy. Yeah.
Dev, you make music.
Okay.
He does.
That's true.
Great music.
It's very.
You make
true.
really good music.
Thank you. That's a
Emphasis on
compliment.
that.
Thank you very
Really
much. I
amazing music.
I really appreciate
have
it.
And
a
this is not a
confession.
room of yes
have-
men.
Yes, because we have a
Thank you,
woman
Reggie.
I have
that went over.
I
it.
have
Okay.
a confession.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. These confessions stems from thoughts that shouldn't never come out.
You worse than Usher.
Nigga, what he about to say?
But
You know something?
Nigga, worse than Usher.
Dev,
What the fuck?
I have had sex to your music.
Oh my God, that's weird.
Hey, yo, what the fuck I go on here?
You've
Dogs.
heard this.
What is the point of telling him this?
Bro, I'm
like, what is the like? Why do I hope this is some I hope this is some crazy ass transition or something. Like, why are you telling him this?
Nah, because
this better
we
be
was
a
going to the
transition.
Mano shit. We was going to the Mano shit. The clip at the top.
Yes, but why?
Who's bringing it back?
How does that lead into Mano? We could have just said. We like telling you your music is good. Da, da, da. You know, we could have worked that angle, but he's like, yo, I be fucking to your music. Like,
look at that. That's how you know, like, he making good music. And it was.
I see
I will say this: it was before he and I was like real close friends.
That's worse.
And I don't believe that.
Nah, for real. I mean, I met him.
I feel like that's better.
Like,
That's
I
better.
had met him, but
I don't know
we
how to,
wasn't like friends.
I don't know how to feel.
Wait, that's an honor. That's an honor.
I would think I feel honored, but I feel. Do you?
No, because you wouldn't fuck to bad music. You would never do that.
That's right.
You skip
That's
songs.
an
you skip
honor.
songs when you having sexual.
You'd be like, oh fuck, you get up.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn.
Yeah.
But I was just like,
my
oh,
gosh.
damn, that's a familiar voice.
Yo,
but that beat's
and
tough.
nigga was hitting.
But the beat was hard.
So you was hitting him like, oh my nigga, Dev.
Nah, see, I wasn't even doing all that. See, I wasn't even
That
doing
nigga
all
called
that.
her Dev.
He said, you don't even know what this is, girl.
Nah.
What you know about this?
What you know about
The
this?
fucked up thing is she knew you was my man.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, that's a little cute little bonding moment.
Yeah, it was.
What?
I was there in spirit. Let's go. I'm getting cheeks. Let's go.
Bro, I don't know why the shuffle
I think it's a
played
good-
the nigga's music.
it's a
Like,
good
I don't
compliment.
know.
It's
It's a
I take it as an extreme compliment. I'm gonna be honest with you. To know that I was a part of
Experience.
yes, an
So,
experience.
Alex,
Yes.
I'm like, what
I'm
I
gonna
did
tell you
wrong.
right now, if you listen to podcasts while you try to eat some pussy,
That's crazy.
with my voice on them,
Nah, they
if
do
you
that.
run our podcast back with my voice talking,
They
say
doing
go.
that.
Could
Are
you-
you that? Are you like encouraging this?
I am not.
People have done
okay,
that.
okay.
If
People do that, bro.
fucking to a podcast,
stop.
that's the background
Yo,
of the podcast.
I will read you a message right now.
better
Somebody said verbatim, Savon's voice
yeah.
makes me want to eat ass.
No, he's commenting
Oh
that under my
no.
shit too.
No, that's not a message. That was a tweet. It's public. You can look it up right now. I saw it.
But why?
Yeah, that's
But what I like.
Oh, so do you take that as a
that's some
compliment?
What
is happening?
That means your voice is, you know.
Yo, this
That means I know how to set the
this year,
mood on you.
I told you
niggas,
about
right?
this
That
on
means
the
I know how to
freaky.
like get the ladies going. Like he's going to eat your ass while this
Yo.
podcast.
And
is-
Savon's voice makes you want to do that.
Y'all some
Y'all some
crazy.
fucking
y'all some
freaks.
sick motherfuckers.
Y'all some freaks.
That's not a compliment to us.
If someone said
I don't
if
know.
someone said that to me, I'll take it as a compliment.
Y'all are so narcissistic.
No, 'cause-
I want to be the last thing on y'all minds when you and your girl.
No, because that means pleasure. You know what I mean? It's a good thing. Yeah. I don't find it offensive.
I
I
wanna
want
be
to
in that?
I want to be top of mind. I want to be there in spirit.
Oh shit. Maybe I just ain't freaky enough. My fault. Let me step my shit.
You gotta get
Hey.
freaky.
You right.
Like
You have sex every day, you get bored.
You know what
Trust
that
me.
means? That means that our podcast is timeless. Think about all the Netflix and chill nights that you had on. You threw on The Office to the back shots.
Now, The Office has definitely been a background to some
Like,
intercourse.
Not
how
for
many,
me.
How many
Not
times
for me.
Definitely.
have you like The Fresh Prince?
Yeah, I was about to say literally, yeah.
She's like, yeah, I fucked this.
This is
Okay.
a true story. Yes.
Fresh Prince,
Fresh
Martin.
Prince-
Never
They
The
run in the
Office.
morning.
But Fresh Prince, Martin. Hayes.
Fucking to the Fresh Prince is kind of.
And that's a fact because you know they run in the morning, so you try to get a little quick
Yes.
out before you start the day. Before you start
Why is
day.
the dog coming this way? Savon, what does the dog know?
She feel your vibes.
Oh, her tail is wagging.
She feels your
I
vibes, Deb.
And she said, "Oh, I know that."
She feels your vibes.
I know what that's
But yeah,
about.
Yeah, I like when a show is on. We usually throw a show on. I don't like doing it to the music
I can't have sex to music
because I feel a little
love
corny.
music.
Like
I
I don't
need
like
the
I don't like
pressure.
fucking to like Trey song. I don't do that. I don't.
Can I tell you the
I
truth?
love music. That's the thing. I can't do it.
If I have sex to music,
can't do it.
being a music person, I find myself going to the beat. And that's why I don't fuck to the music. Because I remember, I never forget the last time I had sex to music, I was like, this is the last time I'm having sex to music.
Really?
Holla Back Girl from Gwen Stefani came
your
on.
stroke was all
And it was like,
fucked up.
chong, 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 chong. That's my shit.
That had to be the
That's what it
finishing
be
song.
Like, 'cause now I was like, yo, that shit is a good tempo
That
for sex.
had to be
I was
the
like,
finishing
oh,
song.
That's my shit.
Wait, but then when you start going to the beat, I feel a little like corny doing
is.
it.
That's
why I don't like
it.
it.
Fucked my rhythm up.
fucked
I was
me
like,
up.
okay, am I doing this to the music?
No.
Am I trying to please her now?
Can you answer this?
I don't know.
Because
Yo, what
the
is this
bass and the
podcast?
beat is like it's thumping.
And you are.
Did you make it through that song?
Yeah, hell yeah, man, do that song.
Oh,
What
you the king.
Are you questioning?
He's the
Are you
king.
questioning?
Oh, he's the
her?
king. He's the king.
king.
Bro, if that
Please,
song comes
please,
on,
Savon.
I might be done on the 4th beat drop. on the intro,
Just
nigga.
off the intro. Not even getting through the first verse.
I got, man, that whole 3-minute song. I was there, nigga.
Boy, it was tired,
3
yo.
minutes.
So wait, why not change that?
3 minutes. Savon, I'm in the middle of cheek. Do you think I'm gonna go, yo, hold on, let me pull this dick out?
That's what I should have did when you came on.
Oh my God.
That's what I should have just. Yeah, let me get up.
I don't know.
hold on.
Yeah, if I was, in the middle of it and Holla Back Girl came on, I think we would change the song. I don't know.
You have to.
Yeah.
Not if you getting y'all mean though.
And you hear me in the background?
I don't know. It's just mad. That's just mad distracting.
What song? May I ask what song? Do you remember by any
I'm
chance?
gonna play it right now.
It's something foolish.
Hey, it's probably one of that fire.
I'm
Nah,
scared. It's gonna be
but
something so foolish.
The beautiful thing about like music is, again, somebody like myself who takes everything personal.
Okay.
So now when I hear Trey Songz saying all the things that he's saying while I'm intimate,
Right.
it's like, oh, I gotta live up to this.
You're really him.
I gotta like.
The neighbors are gonna know
you
his
gotta
name.
feel that. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
kind of true.
That's why for me, music works. I don't know what works for everybody else.
Because you really feel it.
Just the ass
Yeah,
clapping.
you got to. Where is this song? Oh,
I always get nervous before someone plays something of mine. It's like I just analyze and I think, wow,
I'm the same way.
always get nervous.
No, you're okay. I'm
It
the same
doesn't
with this
ever change.
podcast. People try to put it on in front of me. I'm like, do it on your own free time.
Yeah,
buddy.
I don't want to be around.
Don't watch this shit with me.
I never.
Save on.
Look what you fucking do.
Save on. It was a vibe.
Oh yeah, this is fuckable.
It was a vibe,
fuckable.
Reggie.
Oh, this is mad fuckable.
Okay.
Not a lot of bass, so you wasn't really.
Yes.
I know what line. I know what line.
Just listen to the lyrics. Let's get it now.
Hey, though. This is fire though.
Like, I was fucking.
Nigga say he was
Yes,
fucking.
Dude, that's my boy. That's the one right there, bro.
That was fire.
It
Wait,
was
what's
a
the name of that?
vibe.
Great
No,
song.
No I in
no
team.
I in team.
Oh, no,
My mother doesn't like that song because in the song I'm very irresponsible. I say I don't even want to pull out, and she never liked that. that line.
And that's the
Yeah.
vibe. So shout out
Oh.
to Dev.
All right.
Again,
So
we
if you
could
want a
have
kid.
had.
Appreciate that. So you want a kid? Okay.
If you want a kid,
don't
Like,
pull
that's
out.
a bar. That's a super bar. But back to the top of this episode. There was
Back
a
to the
video that
topic.
came to friends critiquing music, artists, media, relationships, all that kind of stuff. We actually have a music journalist here, so she speaks and
It's me. He's
critiques
talking about me.
music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Reggie in the building, favorite writer. If you ain't know, now you know. And we have an artist, Devon Terrell, as we just heard.
yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
I thought the conversation was interesting because there's two parallels, and we purposely avoided talking about this conversation prior to the podcast starting because we all felt how we felt. And Reggie was like, I know how I feel. I'm on one side, and I'm not fucking with that other side. So now, Reggie,
I really sound like that?
A little.
Yeah.
A little. Wholesome. In a wholesome way.
In a wholesome way.
Yeah.
What side were you on? Were you on B. Dot side who said, hey, if you put the music out, I can critique it whether you're my friend or not? Or were you on Mano side where it was like, fam, this you could have just texted me that you didn't like the song. You ain't really have to go and shit on me.
Should we play it again? Do we remember? We all remember, right?
Does anybody need it again?
I'm cool.
Oh, I'm cool. too.
Nigga, are you crazy, nigga?
Okay. I'm 100% on B-Dot side, not even just because of this whole journalist alliance thing.
Okay.
But I do think that it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I always agree with that. He didn't have to say like, oh, your record is I don't know if he said this, but if you're critiquing somebody, you don't have to be like, yo, that shit is trash, da, da, da. You could say it in a better, more constructive way.
Yeah.
But I think no one is above critique. I think if you're an artist, you have to like get used to that and build tough skin around that. And then when Mano was like kind of really like going at him for just not liking his song, I don't think you could have a long, healthy career as an artist if that type of stuff really, really bothers you like that. That's how I feel.
I hear you. And when I heard the clip, I said, I don't know what to say here because I'm on a side.
You were conflicted.
I was.
Are you on the artist side?
No, I'm with B-Dot.
Okay.
Because, and there's no shade to Mano. Mano shout out to Mano. I'm from Brooklyn. Don't hurt me. But like, I was with B Dot on that because for the only reason I was with B Dot was because I said to myself, you know, this is this man's job, right? And in this industry, we make friends, and when we make industry friends, we all know that at the end of the day, we are all here to do a job, and I can't stray away from that. I actually appreciate the journalists that say bad things about their friends or their artists, because then I can literally get, you want to make a room like you, say something bad about yourself in front of them. That's how you make a room. Put yourself down. So to me, seeing him actually go out on a limb and say something negative, I was like, oh, okay, I do respect your opinion now, because it adds to your credibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not
You're
out here
honest.
you're not out here just saying nice things all the time. Like, I really don't cater to those people. So to me, I understand his perspective. Maybe the delivery of that exchange could have been better. I think that could have been better between them.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
But as far as him being, from the standpoint of him being able to critique his friend, I think he has the right to critique his friend and say what he wants, and that's a part of his credibility. And yeah, he's entitled to his opinion.
I don't listen to journalists or people who can't critique something. If you tell me everything is good and you like everything, I don't listen to you.
That's a fact.
You wanna know why?
That's a
'Cause I
fact.
feel
Who does
like
that? There's somebody that does
there's
that.
a bunch out
That
there.
just like loves
It's
everything.
like everything.
I know
everything
some,
that releases,
but I won't say.
I won't say it either. I won't
But
say
I
it.
know-
Can you text me so I can say it?
No, because then they're gonna know I said
Oh,
it.
yeah, I forgot.
Like, you know what? Do you mean like well-established like
Yes.
journalists
There's a lot of well-established journalists.
that just like love everything?
Niggas is
Yeah.
pussy boy.
Yo, I'm bad, nice, and even I don't like everything. So come on, you gotta
You gotta
critique
give me
it.
something negative,
Because
man.
kind of back to what you said, like, I don't deem you as being credible anymore. So for artists, I feel like they should have fans in order who kind of want to fans who can listen and be like, you know what, this is good, this is bad. That way we can kind of see between the two.
Yeah,
Nobody is riding with me and Mano.
I do have
what
some
do you
bail.
mean?
I have some bail for Mano.
Give me your
Wait, hold on.
I
But
have
did he,
some
okay,
though.
was he?
I have some
Because
bail.
in the clip when I saw it, he was upset that he didn't like the record. But
Yeah.
was it like he was just upset that he said it and you could have
good
just
question.
privately told him?
Good
Don't
question.
sit on my couch and tell me that my podcast is ass.
Wait, he
He
told me.
didn't call it ass though. He basically said you should have kept it to yourself.
That's worse.
No, it's not.
No, you could
If
say
I-
These are
it.
respectful
Like,
things.
If I sat here,
Yeah.
and I'm on your podcast,
Yeah.
perfect. I'm on your podcast, and you go, Dev, real talk. That last song you dropped, okay, you're the interviewee, right? You're B Dot, and you say, yo, that last song you dropped, I didn't like it, and you wrote a review and all the other stuff like that. I feel like personally, I have to eat that because you have a duty with your job, and I, as a man, I just feel like I would have to be like, it is what it is. You did your job. I appreciate it. But guess what? There's songs of mine that you do like.
sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
I can bask in that as a person that you have given me negative feedback as well as positive feedback. I can bask in that. But where are you? I want to know where you're
for
coming
me,
from.
my issue is because one thing that Mano was stressing was like, yo, you know more than anybody that this space is based on relationships. This space is
my
based
feelings.
on the tastemakers dictating who is what and what sounds good and what's trendy. Like, B Dot, you know that. Right?
Okay.
So for you to speak
okay.
on me this way,
I see where you're
an
going with
artist who I'm not mainstream.
Right.
I'm not super popping.
Okay.
You know, maybe, and I don't know, I can't speak for Mano, but maybe some would say he's regional, New York-based artist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now you have somebody who transcends all coast, all genres of music,
Okay.
an affiliation with Elliott Wilson,
Sure.
an affiliate with Rock Nation, the nigga who just interviewed Drake, Will Smith, and Hove the last 3 years.
Right.
Somebody who has a voice.
Right.
You don't have to like it. You could just tell me. Because when you openly say, outwardly say, yo, this song is ass, now people who would never even give me a chance, they're just listening to you because you have the power structure in our relationship as an artist who's not that popping and as a media personality or journalist who has a lot of credence and credibility.
Got you.
That's where I'm with Mano.
Can I tell you
So-
something?
Ooh, I see that.
Can I
like
reply to this real quick?
I understand both sides.
Shout
and I
out to
appreciate
me.
Yeah,
that.
you were mad convincing.
No, I'm just saying I appreciate that.
Okay.
No, go ahead. I was like, yo, I appreciate that.
Okay.
Like, great. That was a great fucking point.
One question. High Hater by Mano.
Okay.
Great song, right? Big hit.
Big tune.
Did he have to hit up B Dot for promo on that? Nah, he probably didn't, right?
No.
My point is, good music is always going to prevail. I do hear what he's saying. You have a position in this industry. If you call something ass, I only speak to the facts. He didn't say it was ass. I think Mano's problem was because he knows him in this industry and they're friends, that he should speak better about him just in general. But he never called it ass.
But
That's what it came across like.
That's
yeah.
what it's implying. Keep it to yourself. You should have never released that, bro. Keep it to yourself.
Is that
Yes.
right? Is
That's
that
implying that it's not good.
Okay,
but is
and
that-
I'm telling you as your friend that it's not good. Yes.
Is that
Wait,
the-
hold on. I have a
I
question.
told you to your face that you should have kept it to
I
yourself.
have a
didn't go to
question. Wait,
blog
I
and say it.
forgot in the
It's okay.
clip. Did he ask for B Dot's opinion? Like, how did this come up?
That's what
again?
I'm trying to say. Basically,
Did he
Mano
randomly
was
write it?
angry at the fact that he wasn't covering him the way he wanted his friend to cover him.
Oh,
See what I'm saying?
That's
It's different
valid.
if he calls it ass. I'm with Savon. But if he's not calling it ass,
It was clear from the clip that B Dot was not a fan of the song.
But when
Yeah.
you tell somebody to keep that record to yourself,
Now-
to his
now
face.
that is
But to
when
his
you
face.
that's when you
Hold
imply
on,
it's
But it was to his
ass.
Hold
face.
on.
But it was to his face. He didn't go on the blog and
that
say
part
that.
when it got there, I have
Like you
no comment on. When it got there, I was like, oh,
Yeah, he said it to his face.
we've it's too much and it's going somewhere else. When he said, "Now you should keep that record to yourself," I was like, I'm done. Like I don't have.
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
But seriously,
That's what I'm saying. The delivery.
Hold on. Because Mano's also trying. Let's keep it 100. Mano's a scary dude.
Okay.
He's also trying to sun B-Dot.
Yeah,
Let's
and
keep it 100. And we know B-Dot don't come from the same walks of life as Mano.
in the video, yeah, he is.
Yeah, so of course I'm gonna tell you should have kept it to yourself. If you giving me man energy, I'm a man, you a man. That's not disrespect. I didn't curse at you. I didn't come at your
But
family.
again, like I said, as an artist, you know what your word holds. You could have told me to keep it to myself, just like, yo, bro, you probably shouldn't have dropped that. You probably shouldn't have dropped that.
He didn't, but at the time, he didn't tell him to keep it to himself. He told him when he was on air in his face on Mano's platform.
Is it
Which
wr-
is how you're supposed to do it as a friend. I'm gonna tell you to your face.
Yeah, just keep it real.
Yeah,
he
you can
wasn't
tell,
saying.
tell me to my face when the cameras are off.
But I don't know.
I hear
Then
that.
Then it goes back to the-
if it comes
Alright,
up on
so-
camera and they're talking about what he thought of like that one song, B Dot should be honest, and he was honest. And like he
Supposed
wasn't
to lie
saying
'cause the camera's on?
he wasn't saying that he's a trash ass artist. If he didn't fuck with him as an
He
artist,
said I didn't
he
like
would-
the song.
Yeah,
Yes.
no. He wouldn't have even came on the. He obviously fucks with him. He just didn't like that song.
Is he
All right,
wrong
now,
for
now,
that?
But
Is he wrong?
It's
for
not. It's not wrong for how he feels. It's
Okay.
not. You don't have to like every single song that your people put out.
course
Like
not.
that goes without saying. But from Mano's perspective and from a perspective that I can see from, is like, yo, the next generation. Mano's back with Lil Kim and Lil.
Yeah.
Mano's from a whole
nother-
different era.
from the
Yep.
DVD era.
B Dot is still active, and there's still young journalists who look at B Dot as a beacon of, yo, this is the pinnacle of hip hop journalism.
Yeah.
So I can understand where an artist who hasn't had that. You reference High Hater.
Yep.
What year was that?
That's my point, though. Save on the music.
How long ago was that? So, but listen, that was the. Let me not disrespect. I don't know his last hit, right?
It was-
but from the song that you referenced, that was at least a decade ago.
Yeah.
So now if I'm still putting out music, I'm still doing my thing, I'm still eating, and I got somebody who could potentially, put me in a better light. I got somebody who could potentially, just big up whatever song, or even just maybe not speak on it at all if you don't like it. But when you go out of your way and say, look, yeah, you
Then
could have
don't
kept
ask
that
me.
to yourself.
I won't speak on it if you don't ask me. He asked him to give him his opinion on it. So you're right, Savon. Maybe if he didn't ask me, I wouldn't just go out and start saying shit. But he was never disrespectful to him. He listened to
You
the
don't think he
pod-
was condescending the way that he was sipping out
I
the
do
cup?
think
I'ma be
that's
honest
why.
with you.
That's why I
You don't
said
think
the
he was
delivery
condescending?
I'm gonna be
matters.
honest with you. As I started to watch so remember what I just said at first. I thought B-Dot was trying to protect himself as a man.
Yes.
because
Mm-hmm.
we gotta keep.
Yes.
That's what niggas is not talking
That's
about.
what
Because
niggas
I
is
know-
not talking about.
Bro, I know niggas that try to sun people every single time. Like, yo, he don't come from this
I'm
walk of
telling
life.
you-
I'm gonna sun you like this because I'm like that. You're not gonna say
I'm
nothing.
telling you-
So
Yeah.
for that part,
Mano
Savon-
does
but
smack
then-
niggas.
But then it
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
It
Yes.
got to a point though where B-Dot
Yes.
kind of got condescending. I will say that. But
That's-
at first,
it's the condescending
you
part.
a man, I'm a man. You come from the streets. I don't. I went to college, but that don't mean you just gonna.
That was the energy.
And I agree with that.
And
I
that's
agree with
that energy right there is where I was like, okay, this is not even about that anymore. It's about that. I feel like B Dot was just on his like, I am a man. You're not gonna talk to me like that. And that's where that shit was trash. I said it. That's where the double downing came. That's when I was like, all right, this is something else. But if we stay on the topic of if that was wrong, I ask you again, for him to write a bad review about his friend, is that wrong? To write a bad review about your friend?
I don't think that's wrong.
No.
Is it wrong?
I don't think
no.
that's wrong.
As somebody who went to journalism school,
No, I think-
it's
and,
not
like,
wrong. It's not wrong.
even-
but would
even-
I do it? I probably
I
would
would.
stay away from
I'm
that.
be honest with you. I would stay. If I have a close relationship with you,
I probably would stay
I'm just
away
gonna say
from
I'm just
it.
not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna shoot I'm not gonna shoot my homie. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Because I'm foul.
Even though I understand where somebody can say, "Oh, that's not real," but you know what? I just know I want to protect my relationship, and I know how artists are sensitive about their shit. You know what I mean? I know
What
this
if I
can be
say-
deeper.
Because what if I
than
say
that.
it's fire and it's not fire? Now I'm not deemed as credible.
Yeah.
Now
That's
I
what
can't
I'm-
do the
that-
job
yeah,
that you want me to
exactly.
be.
But you don't gotta lie. You just don't say
Just
nothing
don't say
at all.
nothing.
I know.
I'm
But I'm
saying-
saying,
What-
it's not.
But then what was he
One of the-
supposed to do in that moment when his opinion, like he had to speak on his opinion about the music? Like just like stay quiet? I get your point. You were like really convincing about like don't come on my own platform and tell me my song is trash.
No.
But also as an artist, if I can't speak because I'm not an artist, but like I'm thinking that if I had my own show and someone came on my show, you're my guest, and you were like, yo, Regina, that one thing you did at that event, that coverage, I wasn't really feeling that. We could talk about it. I don't have to turn up on you like that.
But what if? All right.
Right.
So our entry point to meeting was we did a one-on-one interview. I said, "Hey Reggie, I want to interview. I want to chop it up with you. You know, I'm a fan of your work."
Word.
What if I said, you know, yo, let's do this interview, and now I see one article that I just don't like. Do I have to highlight that article that I don't like? Do I have to say like, yeah, you know, the thing that you did with whoever, Swiss Beats, I know you work with Swiss Beats, you work with 50, you've worked with a lot of great people, by the way. God damn, shout out to you. But imagine if, you know, I brought you, I invited you here, and then I was like, yeah, I wasn't really
if it
feeling
was
that.
constructive, that's why I keep saying the delivery was. But
know
if it
what?
was
This is
constructive,
that
I
wasn't
would.
even a scenario.
If- no, no,
I don't
if
know,
it
like,
was-
you speaking it, I'm gonna be honest with you. That wasn't the scenario. Mano was upset that B Dot, as his friend, wasn't giving him the coverage he was giving other rappers and other niggas. So this is all Mano
Well, I didn't know
right
that.
now. Yeah, that's what
I'm going based off the
It's
clip.
it's
I'm
it's
going based off the
it's
clip.
more. It's a lot.
I watched the thing.
It's a lot in that. Like
a lot in it.
Yeah,
a
but
lot
we
in that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
in the broader conversation of this topic of friends, like critiquing friends, if you, even on my own interview show, if you were a guest and you brought up that you didn't like an article of mine, I think even on my own show we could talk about that. Like let's talk about it.
Yeah,
So that's how I stand on it.
But I can't sit and hold everyone to the same standard as far as like, oh, you should be able to take this. Not everyone is the same. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like some of us are gonna be offended. It is about knowing your friends. You know, like know your friend. You know, Mano, you was writing this shit, typing it up, and you're writing this about Mano. You had to have some inclination to back your mind, like.
He may not
This
like
is gonna piss him off.
Yeah.
I get that. I
can
understand. So I understand both sides.
I do.
I'm just
I do.
glad it didn't escalate. That's all I'm glad of. I'm just glad it didn't escalate. I hope that they work it out, and I hope that everything gets.
Yeah, I'm
situated.
sure they're cool. B-Dot promoted it. I think it was just, you know, it got people to talk. You know, we're talking about it.
Hey.
So shout out
it
to
did.
both of those guys.
And it's a good, it's
I
a
think
good
it's-
topic. I'm sorry, Savon, because for you at home listening to this, tell your mans it's trash.
That's what I was gonna ask you guys. Like, do you guys actually tell your music homies? Do you? I know Alex does. I could just tell.
I fucking
Do you
do.
guys actually tell your close friends that their music is trash when it's trash?
Yes. And I appreciate when someone tells me this ain't it. I'll be like, thank you. I keep those people around. Those are the people I send the music to. Hey, did I
How
send
do you feel about that?
Hey,
Yeah.
people
you
don't
did.
know this. Did I send you my album before
Yes,
it came
you did,
out?
Devon.
Absolutely,
And
I
what
did.
and I gave you critiques and I
gave me
told you what
critiques.
my fave was.
Exactly. And that was it. And he told me what he was like, I'm more leaning towards this. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because those are the type of the people you want around. You need honesty. And it's hard to get it. People think it's easy. No, it's not easy to get that. People lie. Like people are not honest. I have no obligation to be honest with everyone.
Right.
You know what
And
I mean?
how do you get better if you're being lied to?
That's true.
That'd be my whole thing as an artist. Like, don't you kind of want to strive to get to that point?
Yeah.
To be in the field with the people that make that type of music
Yes.
instead of acting like you do?
Yes.
And I honestly, like, if you can lie on music, then you might need to go seek help. Like, because you can hear music, you know when you like it, you know when you don't.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the easier things to judge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm asking somebody or an artist is asking somebody to sit through a 2.5 hour podcast. That's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But if I throw in a song, like, within the first 20 to 30 seconds, you're gonna know if this is something you would listen to in your personal time or if there's some bullshit. So,
And
that is a good
also, it's
conversation.
a favor to yourself too as a friend, because if you make sure that the music you're supporting is actually good and you tell them, yo, don't put out this song, just work on it a little bit, then you don't have to support trash. Like, you could support only good music. The only songs that I put on my story are the ones that I actually listen to and stuff. So
That's
you're
good.
doing yourself a favor too by being super honest with your artist friends.
And I
that's
feel
So yeah, that's a
uncomfortable.
little tidbit.
And Reggie, I know as a tastemaker, you feel uncomfortable reposting some shit you're not really feeling, but you fuck with something.
Right.
I've had
That's your name
uncomfortable
on it.
conversations
Your
like
cosign.
that. I've had to sit down, homies, like, yo, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like, I fuck with you, whoop de whoop, but I really couldn't repost that. Nah,
Damn, you told somebody that?
You know, but then because I'm a friend, let me come to your session.
Yeah, let me
speak to what I did.
Yeah, you're not
Exactly.
just hating. You're
Yeah.
genuinely,
Let me
you have
fix
their
that.
best
Let me fix
interest.
that.
Let's go at it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
just repost that, have everybody supporting me thinking it's lit, and now they don't fuck with me no more. I'm not credible. No.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're like, Alex posted this trash ass
Yeah,
song.
nah,
What?
we not
He would
doing that.
never.
He would come on.
You be like, oh, this is the homie pose. It's just like when DJs was doing that. Honestly, DJs have done that.
That's
What?
a very
DJs have done what?
DJs are
if you
still doing it.
if you yes,
DJs
if you
are
listen to
still
the
doing
radio
it.
at a certain time, you'll be like, oh, that's sounds. What is that? Like out of nowhere. And I don't. And I'm not saying y'all do this. I'm not saying allegedly, but I'm just saying sometimes you think to yourself like that one is a bad song.
Oh, that was probably their friend.
Yeah, like that was a homie post right there.
That was the homie one. That was the one for the party.
Yeah, that was the homie.
You tried to stick it in the mix.
And then Alex, you look at me strange for just listening to what I like.
No, because
I hate bad music, bro.
I can speak to what I don't
hate
like,
bad
which is
music.
proper critique. You use words like trash, which I can't respect.
That's dangerous.
And that's very
How is
dangerous
that
with artists.
It can be very
As an artist, as a creator,
Yeah.
You
Savon,
making
your
doo-doo
podcast
is
trash.
doo-doo.
Savon, your
Doodoo is doodoo is
Savon,
doodoo.
your
On
podcast
top
is
of doodoo,
doo-doo.
my nigga. Like, you know when that shit is doodoo?
Your podcast is doodoo.
It was doodoo.
Your podcast is doodoo.
This shit was doodoo.
Your podcast is doodoo
100
right now.
episodes ago.
Your podcast is doodoo right now.
Wait, this podcast?
Yeah,
I'm
we
telling
was
you right now.
ass.
Wait, when?
Girl, booty juice.
It's booty
When?
juice, right?
When?
like
booty
like
juice.
100 episodes ago.
Oh, okay, not when. Okay, not recently.
episode
but-
Nah, like episode like 1
But
through
you're
50.
But you're
like,
a creator though. You to get better, you need other points of reference.
You need other adjectives.
You need other adjectives, not
That's a
just
fact.
it's trash. As an artist, that's probably taken, and that's the thing. You don't put yourself in the mind as an artist.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I put myself in the mind
There
of
they
like
go.
Devon
an
Terrell
NBA
when you
player.
having sex. I know.
Nah, see, I would
Oh,
never put
boy.
myself in his mind. Like I be thinking, like when I come into the studio, bro, like before I walk through the door, it's like I'm walking down the tunnel for Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
That's hard.
Like
That's hard.
Get ready
that's,
so you don't gotta
that's
stay
the
ready.
mind that I come in here with.
That's hard.
You feel me? Like I don't. It's not artist for me. This is like competition to me.
I
Got
hear
you.
it. I
Keep
hear it.
It is art.
healthy competition.
That's what it is.
But
So
no,
trash,
it's
like
art.
when, like
but it's
like
still art. Like I know your fancy remix.
no,
is
just
cool.
doo-doo though.
It's not even just that. Like you would want, like if your mom told you that, Savon, your podcast is trash. Because that's someone you fuck with, you're gonna go, why? And it's the
Of
same
course.
thing with these artists, bro. It's like you telling them it's trash, but you're not speaking to nothing. That's why I'm just like, dude, you got to speak to at least something. If you speak to something, I don't got no beef with you. It's your ears.
Gotcha.
But
So
feel me?
you telling me
Yeah.
when I hear doodoo,
speak
right?
to doodoo.
You want me to say why is diarrhea?
Yes.
Yes.
It's important. It's
Yo, and
very
Alex has told you this like
important.
50 times before. Like you can't
This
explain
moment-
Why I
why.
gotta
Listen.
say? Why I gotta say
If-
this shit's diarrhea?
'Cause you're being
like-
ignorant.
No, because you know why?
I don't know you for being ignorant. I guess you are.
Can I speak from an artist perspective? Because I'm an artist, right? And as an artist, if I'm coming to you as a friend, guess what I'm doing? If I'm asking your opinion, I am opening up to you. I'm thinking to myself, this is a safe place and I'm going to get a valuable experience out of the question. So if you come and say shit trash, I'm like, wow, that hurt.
But like,
As
did,
opposed
did American Idol not teach y'all anything?
No,
growing
Simon
up?
Cowell.
But Simon
Did
would,
American Idol not teach
Wait,
y'all
what about it?
anything?
even
What
Simon
about
would
it?
be like, you sound like a whale that is never. So it's like, all right, as an artist now, I sound like a whale. How do I remix how to not sound like a
No,
whale?
yeah, Simon
You
was
gotta
not a
speak to
hater. He
something.
always like told you why you were
Why?
trash.
That's who I think I am when I'm critiquing
But you're
dudes.
not.
No, but you
music.
don't tell people why.
Yeah, you just
That's
say
our
it's trash.
point.
Simon
So
Cowell,
you're not Si-
if Simon Cowell was black, people would hate him.
They would hate him.
He would not survive. For saying the shit he was saying,
Oh, getting away with it.
they would be
too.
like, oh, that is a mean black man right there.
The angry black man.
Yes, Simon Cowell's an angry black
Randy,
man.
shout out to Randy Jackson, the neutral.
Oh my God,
See, I ain't like Randy. Randy loved everything.
Randy was yo,
Baby girl, it was great.
Baby
Yeah,
girl.
whatever, Randy.
You win, baby. You win. Randy Jackson remind me
Yo.
of the nigga your mom would bring home.
Yeah, I
he
remember
like,
that nigga.
Who this nigga? Like he'd be like, "What's up, little man?" You
No,
know
no,
he said little man.
There's this conspiracy theory. If you guys are at home, Google this, Reddit
Another
this.
one?
That
More
there's
conspiracy
his phrase,
Tinfoil hat.
right, was that's gonna be a no from me, dog. Right?
Yes.
There's a conspiracy theory that he never said that. There's no clip
whatever.
on the internet of him saying that. Find
That's a lie.
Need to know, people watching this. Find me a clip of him saying that's gonna be a no from me, dog.
That's a lie.
People think that's the
That's gotta
what's
be
it
a lie.
called?
He said
Oh,
dog all the
fuck.
time.
A deep fake.
No.
It's a deep fake.
What's the thing where we imagine shit and it didn't happen?
Oh, I know what you're
Illusion?
talking about.
When
your brain creates, it thought it was like the Haynes logo.
I know exactly what
Illusion.
you're talking
And
about.
Sex and the
Illusion.
City. No,
You thought
Mandela effect. Thank you.
Mandela effect. Okay,
People say it's a Mandela effect. I could be wrong, but
Nah.
yeah. Apparently, there's no clips on the internet of him ever saying
Like the
that's
hypnotic
good.
shit?
Yeah.
You know the Fruit of the Looms logo? People say there wasn't a little I don't know what that-
Cornucopia.
Yes, there wasn't a cornucopia on it. And I'm like, fam, yes it was.
Yes, it was.
Y'all
What
are
is that?
lying. It's this little fruit thing
The Thanksgiving
that was
shit?
Oh yeah, it was.
Thank
No,
you, but
there
they're
wasn't.
saying it wasn't.
There was never.
They're saying it never was there. I was like, y'all are lying, my nigga. That's like
Bro,
saying
I used to wear the tighty whiteys.
But
say
how
it's
did
not
we
there.
all collectively imagine the same thing?
That
is
don't make
so.
sense.
That is so interesting to me. I love this theory.
it's the aliens, bro.
There's
Yeah.
multiple realities.
Dev, have you ever thought about going on American Idol, America's Got Talent, The Voice, any of those?
I was
entities?
in the top 100 of The Voice season 8.
Word? Nah.
See, this is the real shit we gotta ask on this podcast.
I'll show you the pictures. I got all the pictures, the videos, and everything.
Wait, they didn't pick you?
No, so can I tell you what happened?
They missed out because look at him now.
Can I tell you how that shit really goes?
Please.
That might have been the
please.
one of
I
the,
love shit like this.
the best, worst experiences of my entire musical life. So what they do is, can I say this?
Did you sign?
Did you
an
sign
NDA?
NDA?
Sign NDA?
No, I don't think so. And if so, what the fuck ever. They put you in a hotel.
I love this guy.
Right?
Sexy.
Okay, put you in a hotel.
That's a vibe.
Put you in a telly.
And they take your cell
telly.
phone, your computer, your laptop, and everything. I couldn't communicate with anyone for weeks.
Were you with anybody?
Yes, I had a roommate.
Okay.
Shout out to my roommate. He was dope. He actually popping now. Shout out to him.
Okay.
I actually was so the season 8 that I was on, there was a kid, he won American Idol the next year. And he was in my pool. I forgot his name. He was the last American Idol winner.
Okay.
The country he was like a
Oh, that's when I tuned out.
Probably, yeah, it was
doors
way.
and start to man.
Better lock them doors. But yeah, so they take your phones and it is a grueling experience. It's
Wow.
a nerve-wracking, grueling experience. They were very nice, but it was a lot. We had to be a certain way in the hotel. Like it was a crazy experience. But I was in the top 100 and long story short, I did all the press. Carson Daly, my mom fucking crying, of course. Love you, mom. But I was like, don't cry on TV, bro. And they took me and my mom to like this park, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna look like a fucking like the
Wait,
black
what?
guy, like the token black guy. They took me and my mom to a park. I was like, fam, what are you about to have us do?
They
said,
gave you
"Alright."
one of them little stories?
Yes, they gave me and my
Oh,
mom
you
a
guys like
storyline.
walking and like the B-roll and shit.
People was jealous. That
Devon
shit,
is from Brooklyn, New York.
that
Yes.
shit was. Oh my God, bro! They walked us. They was
Single
people was jealous
mother.
too. They was like,
Yo,
Oh, they
that,
love,
right?
yo, they
They
love
love
that
a
shit.
storyline.
They
Some
walked
other
in, and
story.
she was like, your father. I said, no. You're playing into the shit. Don't do that.
I want to watch this.
Oh my God, you can't watch it though because I didn't air. So what happened was, I was in the top 100. I was on the 4th. I think it was in the 4th day. All the seats got filled before my day. So right before I was supposed to go on stage, done. All 50 or 100. I forgot the 50. I think it was only 50. So
Gotcha.
I didn't even get to go on stage. Now I went on stage and practiced and stuff like that and
Yeah,
did my
yeah.
thing. But yeah, what an experience.
Crazy.
Crazy
Have we
experience.
all had an experience with TV? Like Alex, you ever been on TV? Reggie, you ever been on TV?
No,
I
are
was
you,
on-
are you guys about to flex on me? Because I haven't.
Not yet.
No, I haven't had an experience.
I saw that. I was on People's Court.
Yo, you gotta be fucking kidding.
Were you the plaintiff or the defendant?
I was the niggas.
In the audience?
Which
I was,
one?
I was
the nigga.
Nah, I was the niggas on the
Who
Grove.
sued you?
No. Hold
Who
on,
did you
fam.
Yo,
rob?
I'm pissing.
didn't
Bro, you
rob
was dead
nobody.
on. You was on People's Court?
I was
He
one
was
of
the jury?
the little man on the street on the Grove with Harry, where he would ask about
From the
case.
TMZ guy?
The TMZ guy.
Oh,
yeah.
you was
Wait,
the
do you-
nigga?
When I was
you
in
was
LA.
one of the niggas like, nah, that shit not lit.
Wait. Do you have clips of this? I have to see
Oh
this.
my God.
I think I have a vid.
That's a
Shit.
flex.
My ex might have it, so we're never gonna find it.
She gotta pull up for that. Please, whoever you are, please.
nah,
send
it was,
that.
Just put your differences to the side for the sake of the content and get that clip, please.
Absolutely not. But it was somebody wasn't paying their rent because the house owner wasn't doing the duties of the house, and I was just like, yo, I'm not gonna front. I just think he need to move. And then right back to the courtroom.
That's such an Alex.
Yo,
Mr.
Alex,
Chill, yeah,
Alex.
Oh
Mr.
my
Chill.
God.
Yo, you gotta find that. What year was that, bro?
Oh, like 2016, maybe 2017.
But what was you, how
my
did you
God,
get
I'm
that?
I was
gonna
on
gig?
the Grove because you know the Grove. So
I'ma find
when
that.
you're in LA,
LA.
right, the Grove is fucking like a mall type shit,
Okay.
and that's kind of where they do their man on the street for People's Court. So they pull people from the Grove to kind of commentate on a lot of
Got
these
you.
cases, and I was just shopping and shit, and it was like, yeah, you should come talk. I'm like, okay.
That is great, bro.
That's fire.
I gotta see that.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
find
I
it.
definitely
Nah, he
would
gotta
love to see that.
move.
He gotta move.
It's like, yo, you gotta move.
He gotta move.
And then it just like cuts to like.
And then it just cut to the courtroom. I was like, oh shit, I
Yo,
know.
that's mad funny. That's
I'm gonna go
funny.
smoke some shit there.
That's bad. funny.
Angry? No, the black man is making a decision. He gotta move.
Harry took the mic like this. All right, well, you heard it here.
Well, you heard it here. You heard it here, niggas. Niggas said he gotta move.
So Harvey, relax. Whatever this nigga name is, start with H.
That's bad
God.
funny.
Nah, that's hilarious,
I'm looking-
man.
You haven't had one Savon on TV?
Oh, he deaf ass.
I was on TV. I was on MTV on Guy Court, which was a spinoff of Guy Code.
I love that show.
Me too. That was my show. I love
I was
that
on
show.
Guy Court, and that was dope. Actually, that was the thing that kind of sparked me into like wanting to do the
Media
shit that we do.
Medium?
Word.
It's cool,
So,
yeah.
yeah. So-
Like production and shit like that is cool.
yeah, it was nice to be in the green rooms. The first time I was a little bit uncomfortable with makeup.
You was
At
with
this-
Charlamagne?
I was with Charlamagne. Charlamagne represented me, me and some former friends. So there was a case, right? So I was trying to like get into the space by any means necessary.
Okay.
Like I've always been able to embarrass myself. Like I didn't give a fuck.
one
So
thing
my
to do that.
introduction to this space was me basically telling the world that, hey, when me and my friends go to pick up girls, one of them just farts.
What?
Right?
Okay.
So
Oh, this is great.
the casting director, they said, hey, why do you want to be on MTV Guy Code? Like, where did your friend violate Guy Code? Now, mind you, this is a very mild Guy Code violation. Like, me and my guys at that time, like, we wasn't sleeping with each other's girls, or we wasn't doing anything flagrant, right?
Right.
But there was this instance, and I told the casting director, I said, hey, look, there's a group of guys that I hang out with. It's always 3 of us, but in this particular instance, there was only 2 ladies. Now, the 2 ladies was feeling me and one of my other guys. Cool.
Okay.
So now the third one, he just gotta be the odd man out.
Yeah.
Sorry, player, we ain't choose. They chose.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
right. It's a lady's choice.
You just gotta eat that.
So
right.
now,
You gotta eat
but
that.
at this point in this age,
Sorry.
we weren't developed as men
Okay.
to understand that you just gotta eat that,
Okay.
right?
Right.
So, one of my friends, the odd man out, let's say, the odd man out, he realized that there's some traction going between me, the girls, and the other friend.
Oh my God.
So now they like, hey, let's go, let's hang out, let's go back to the crib. So I'm like, it's lit, nigga. We about to go to got the fire, right? So I'm just lit. And so my friend just starts farting. Loud, wet.
Wait, is this the
nasty.
5th man or
The 5th man just sabotages the entire night,
bro?
That's
blowing ass.
Yeah, if you're the 5th man, you have to realize that and like get yourself like out of
I
there.
would
Be like,
dip.
oh, yo, I gotta, yeah.
I would
do
support. I
something.
support your man.
So
Yeah.
I brought this case to Guy Court,
Right.
And Charlamagne represented me, and Lil Duval, I believe, represented my friend, and Donnell Rollins was the judge, and he ruled in favor of me, being that the
This
farting
is a fire
guy.
show concept.
Yeah.
It was.
So
I
it was
loved
dope.
it.
It was that was the first and only time that I was kind of
On
on TV.
He's taking
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
fun.
Interesting.
It was cool. It was dope. It was dope. Really
very
good
interesting.
experience.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Can't make this shit up though. He's a hater though.
I mean,
Who's a hater? Who's a hater?
You didn't make that story
The
up.
5th man.
That's
No,
nasty.
wow.
That's
That's-
nasty work.
But you know what's crazy? I've been in scenarios like that where you could tell, like, all right, there's not a vibe for homie.
Right.
But homie's still playing a play. You
Right.
could go find a new play.
That's a
I
fact.
think what
too.
he just wanted to go home. Like I don't even think
Oh, he
he
couldn't
was
go.
dating.
They couldn't go home by. He couldn't go home by himself.
We was
Taxi.
like we was that's like in high school. Just
Walk your leg.
Oh, y'all niggas
Like,
was kids.
that's what I'm
Use the
saying.
bus.
It
in
was
Long Island. No, you niggas is in Long Island.
I don't care. Go find a
Alex is like, I'm gonna smash my
Yo,
enemies
bro, you want to know what it
necessary.
is? And I was having this convo this week. See, I'm an only child, and people don't understand what that means.
Oh my god, I have such a good question. Okay, sorry.
I'm an only child, so when I want to go do something,
I go do it.
I gotta go do it.
Yo,
right.
I'm so
That's not
glad you
life.
said that because this is
Oh,
not
it's
just
life.
this is not just me.
We all live on. We go out.
No,
alone.
yeah.
What
this-
are you talking about?
This
That's
is not
life.
me pushing my stereotype on you. You just confirmed it. Have you guys ever dated only childs?
Nah.
It's really hard because
It's
they're
hard,
kind of like
Conceited.
Alex is great because he's like, very level headed, all that. Shout out to
Right.
Alex. But in general, they're very like
Selfish.
on their own timing because they
Selfish.
never had to worry about like catering to other family members' schedules,
Yeah.
being patient. Alex is
You on some
patient.
shit right now, right? Yeah.
No,
this
but
is time.
and
man.
I put
There's a lot
this
to get
I
here.
put this in the group chat. Everyone who has dated an only child was like, yeah, I had the same experience. They're a little inconsiderate, putting themselves first. Alex is not counting this. I would not
Yo.
just
And
push this on.
But see, I used to be a lot like that.
But you literally just confirmed. You're like, when I want to do something, I gotta go do it. Like you said
Whole
it.
lot of gang shit.
Yeah.
My gang is occupied. I gotta go figure it out.
My dad is an only child. That explains a lot.
Here he goes.
Yo, think about if you ever date an only child, like at me on Twitter or something. Tell me your experience because the one only child I dated, it was the fucking worst. But yeah.
Really?
And we're not trying to scare y'all now.
No, there's good only child out there. Like
They're either really good.
No, you're fine. I know you're
they're
very
really
considerate,
bad.
but I'm
Or
saying
bad.
in general,
Really
that's
bad.
definitely a thing. That's a theory of mine. But
Only
Because think
child.
about it, right? Like we never had to listen to anyone.
That's weird.
We
Y'all-
were
y'all
never
was in
on
charge.
anyone else's schedule.
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Just think about it like that. Like if you had to go to school with your brother and your sister, y'all go to the same school.
Yes.
All right, we gotta be ready by this
wait
time.
till they get ready. Yeah.
It was
Yes.
never.
Yeah,
any
the
of
guy
that.
I dated, it was like when he was ready, he was just out the door, ready to go. I'm like, yo, like I'm putting on my shoe. Like he was very like boom, boom, boom. Like
you not ready?
It's definitely a thing. And then when I talked about this with other people, they're like, yo, they were the exact same way. So yeah, that's a little theory of mine.
That's weird.
I like
weird.
these.
But it depends
I
on
like
the
these
person. It
theories.
depends on the
love
person, okay?
I'm not-
If you're
I'm
dating an
good.
only child, I'm not saying they're terrible, but I just think it's a
They're
little.
self-centered.
It's only child syndrome. Yeah, definitely.
I got a bad
Damn, that's
question.
a part of the syndrome.
Huh?
Is that a part of the syndrome?
That's what I mean. You said it before I brought it up.
I've been trying to break all the things that they want me
But
to
you're
do.
grown now, so you recognize this. But
Like
yeah,
when I was like only raised by my mom, I was trying to break the fact that I was never a mama's boy. People could never call me a mama's boy. Like that was a thing in my head though. When I was a kid, like I have to be very independent.
Can I?
I literally tried to erase all of this shit because I know what could come from it.
Yeah.
A lot of bad, no growth.
Yeah, I fought to
No growth.
not
But
be a
you've
mama's
grown,
boy.
so-
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
But I had to be able to even kind of want to change.
I got a bad question for you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, here we go.
You could shoot.
You ever dated someone, right?
Oh, I've dated someone.
I love when his voice gets mad low.
You know it? Yeah, right here.
In a world,
You ever dated someone?
on the dates.
You ever dated someone and you dating the sister for Reggie, you dating the brother, you dating the guy, and then you go to meet the sibling, and you're like, man, I really hope I got the good one.
No, let me just tap out of this conversation right now. I'm too wholesome for this shit. I don't date my boyfriend's brothers.
No. I'm not saying you did that.
No, I don't even think that.
You think that? Okay, well, let me be not wholesome.
because now I'm working.
He's like, anyway, girl, go over there.
You pulled up. He's like, please don't be fire.
Hey, you know what I
Please
asked
let
now,
me-
right?
What?
Hey, you got any siblings I should know about?
OD. Because then you
a
pull
thing?
up. Hell yeah.
It gotta
Because then
be
you
a
pull
thing.
up, and guess what? The other sibling, no. I'm the fire one. Oh, yeah, together. That's so cute.
I was dating somebody and I pull up and his older brother is like way like
More
better
attractive.
looking. That doesn't like. I'm just like, oh damn, your brother's good looking. I don't think about fucking dating him. Like
Y'all gotta get y'all a Reggie, man, for
I'm
real.
not saying I act on it. What I'm saying is I go,
Okay.
holy shit.
I chose the wrong one.
Oh, fuck.
no. That happens in like homie groups a lot. Like, oh, I pray I got the hot
Good
friend.
one. Oh yeah.
And
Yo, you ever had the friend? That happens easy with the friend one. When you be like, you meet all her friends.
You got
for
the
first time,
baddest one of the.
and you look at her friends, you're like, oh my god, you're the charity.
Yo.
Wait, you have what happens more for you? Where you do get the baddest in the friend group?
I'm not gonna lie, my percentage is very high with
Okay, good.
getting the one.
Like the one you wanted.
yeah, like the one, like, oh yeah, I got the one, and,
Nah,
and they
see.
know, like, yeah, nigga, you lucky it
You
wasn't
got
me.
one, you got the one.
Lucky it
Like-
wasn't me.
I don't think it's dope. I literally can see Savon.
I don't have the gall to like meet
I'm not
somebody.
brave
and
enough to
then-
do that. Like,
that's,
I'm
that's
I'm
a little
joking
crazy.
too.
I'm not brave because that could
I'm
end.
joking.
that-
No, I'm dead ass.
Yo.
Yeah.
If it's really early on, I say it's fair game.
Nah, son.
No?
Nah.
You know, 'cause-
if she brings me into that circle, the whole circle's off limits. Like that's my morals.
I was gonna
and
say,
integrity
yeah,
goes
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Like damn, the whole circle. But I will say, if we break up, all is fair in love and war. Because I've broken up with situations, and then I'm like, well. I knew.
Like, well, what if me and her friend is more compatible?
It happens. It happens a
These
lot.
are good questions.
In a big friend group, everything is fair game. The only thing that is completely off what am I?
Territory?
Off
Off
limits
limits.
forever is best friends. But if it's like just like a friend big friend circle.
Okay.
Ooh, I've done cousins before.
Yo.
I still don't think they talk to each other.
My homeboy doing one of those right now.
The cousin?
They don't
cousin-
Y'all talking like this is like doing jail time.
Her
Like my cousin doing one of those right
I
now.
wrote that- I wrote that
bro,
song.
you good?
Yeah.
Like,
Home wrecker.
You were like a family wrecker.
I family wrecked for
Family
sure.
wrecked, for
Because her
sure.
cousin did me so fucking dirty. And I always know her cousin liked me. And I was like, oh yeah.
So out of
I
spite.
like your cousin anyway.
Yeah.
This works out for me.
And it worked out.
And it worked out. And it didn't come from me that she found out. It's my dumbass friend who's not my
Gotcha.
friend anymore. I was like, why would you tell
my friend
her?
anymore.
Oh yeah, he's with what you call it
Hater.
right now. I was like,
Hater in disguise.
why would you tell her
It
that?
happens, bro. I am so
idiot.
sorry that happened to you, brother.
I'm actually happy it did.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. It wasn't a 2-for-1 special.
Character building.
Yeah, it was character,
Character
it was character
building.
building. It was great. It was
Character
great for. It
building.
felt great.
That's God putting you through shit so that you build character.
That's right. And maybe look. See, when we bring God into things like this, I'm like,
Okay, I'm
wait,
sorry,
wait.
I'm sorry.
Don't make him smite me down. Like, word. That's how you feel, Devon.
What you gonna say?
That was your path.
I don't know. It
Your
was
life
my- it
path.
was
That's
my
all.
path.
Life calling, life path.
Life
You
path.
know, you experience. You know, one of the things that really helped me in a time of distress was, hey, we get to experience people.
Yes.
You experience people.
That's some whole
Or
shit.
some-
That's whole
Is it?
shit.
Really?
That's some whole shit to say. I
In
like to
what way?
experience
Is it?
people.
It's
In
for
what
the
way?
experience.
I must be a hoe.
I want to experience people. I feel
Right?
like that's something your
Y'all
girl would
heard
say
him?
when
He's
she
like, I
needs
almost be a
space.
hoe.
Like when you need space, you be like, yo, I really want to experience
Oh,
people.
damn! Come on, you fucking
like-
the game up. That's not true.
It's
How do
true.
y'all, wait, real quick, before we get up out of here, and
Okay.
I know we've been doing like the relationship thing a lot, but you said a word. You said word. What happened?
Nah, we're good. I got something for next week.
He said the space, right? In a relationship, how do you deal with space?
What
Because
do you mean deal with?
like
I'm about to tap out.
there will be
Why?
certain
Come on,
situations where
Let's
you
talk about it.
where maybe the other party wants space, or
Okay.
maybe you want space, and like, what does space look like? How does it feel? Because I'm of the mindset like all the
Dev,
men.
can you speak on this? You don't
all
wanna speak
the
on this?
men in the room
Why?
just tapped out of the conversation.
Why is it? Why?
This
Why
is
not?
the most dangerous conversation.
Is it though?
right
Yo,
here.
is it though? Is it though? Because for
Yeah.
me, wait, are you done like asking the question?
No, do your thing, girl.
Because for me, it's like even before I start dating people, I just tell them like, yo, I'm like, I really like my alone time. I need, like I could even do a thing where like I see you once a week, even though we live in the fucking same city.
Okay,
Like
let
so.
me preference space now. Space
What do you mean
meaning
space?
things aren't going so good.
The breakup.
Oh, okay, like a break.
The limbo.
Space meaning
Okay.
The limbo.
Oh,
damn,
I
I'm not
thought you
Like a break.
No, of course you need your own personal time.
Oh, I thought
People
that's
don't
what
understand
that's
that.
what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
because people don't understand.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
When I say space, I mean like, hey, we're not really on the same page right now. Either you or the other party says kind of just need to put a gap in between, whatever.
Like
Yeah.
a break.
How do you like?
You're in a relationship with this person and you need space.
Sure.
I don't believe in breaks. We're either breaking up
Thank you.
or staying together and working it out.
I have
no,
PTSD from
like
breaks.
I think like what do you mean by break then? Do you just want to like say we're half together? What is that? Like I don't understand what a break
I'm
is.
trying
like,
to
That
figure
literally
out.
is the argument right there.
no, like we're either deciding, yo, we can't do this anymore. Boom, broken up. You do what you want to do. I do what I want to do. I don't have to be loyal to you. Or we're gonna be like, let's stay together and work it out.
That's a
Yo,
fact.
that's
It's
cold.
either hot or cold.
I
No.
like
I
that because
abstain.
it blurs the line.
Are you putting me on hold? Are you
Thank
putting me on ice? No. I like what is there to discuss here? I don't get it. Like
And it blurs the lines. Like I really hate that shit. I had someone in my life before really walk me down through breaks.
What you mean?
They gave you. They
Walk
laid
down
the
the
rules.
relationship through breaks.
Meaning like
what do you mean
That
walk
was
down? What do you
gradually
mean walk
ended
down?
the
Yes,
relationship
through
through
breaks.
Wait, what do you mean walk down the relationship? Like
Like
Use the break for every time she needed to take her own time or wherever the fuck she was going through to kind of get rid of the relationship. Because think about it, the more breaks, the more space.
Yeah.
The more space, the more problems.
just break up with
It's-
him, girl.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Please.
it got to be one or the other because I don't want to think about on my mind, yo, am I bugging for fucking shorty or the other girl? 'Cause I
Yeah,
don't
do you
know what
stay
we are
loyal to each
necessarily.
other in the break or no?
What'd you say?
Do you stay loyal to each other in the break?
There are rules.
I'm
Probably
loyal to a
should.
fault.
if
That's
you're
what I
allowed to
should.
fuck other
That's my
people,
problem.
you guys are broken up. I'm sorry. And this is you know what this is?
You're right, though.
This is a situationship. And we're grown. Let's stop doing that, please. Like,
yeah, I'm done with space and
please.
breaks.
Okay,
Yeah,
actually,
we either
you.
doing it or we
I'm
not.
done.
Whoever
Like-
listening, do what you want, but I just think you reach a point in your life where you're done with the situationships in between. We're either doing this or not type thing. That's how I feel about it. I think breaks are dumb.
I hear you.
But hey,
definitely-
do what you want to do. You always got to end it off with, do what you want to do in case you ruin their life. But
Hey, you like it? I love it, right?
ruined
their life.
don't
Pierre
listen to
knows.
me.
Pierre knows. In my real
Oh, I'm
life,
sorry, man.
in my real life, I'm done.
Yeah.
You need a mic or something
Yo,
because
Pierre,
they
hop on
can't
the
hear.
mic, bro. Come on, we need to hear you, man.
Yeah, 'cause
Come on,
Dev
touch
wants
the
to
people.
tap
Let me hear
out
something,
anyway,
touch the
so-
people.
You know, it's easy to just cop out. Not everybody's not willing to just go through it and figure it out.
So stay together then. Are you saying breaks are good or no?
Nah, I'm not with
Yeah,
the break. I'm on
go-
your side. Like, yo,
Right.
if you about
Yes.
to break, like, end it and I'm out.
Yeah,
Straight.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
But
sir. Preach,
trying to
preach,
figure
go.
it out. Figure it
Yo,
out.
Figure it out.
That's why I
No
needed
funny
this
shit.
guy in my life, bro.
funny shit.
Like he's my life coach.
Yeah.
He's also
He's
my
great, though.
he's the videographer. He's,
also
my life
recording
coach.
your
That was good. He was like, "Yo, not everybody's
Nah.
willing to just
Nah, he
go
be-
through
he
it.
be
Go
telling
through
me that
it."
in real life, and then I make phone calls like, "Yo, I don't want no more space.
I want
No more space.
I want to close the gap. No more space.
Close the gap."
No.
Like you said, we all grown, man. What we doing, bro? What
Nah.
we doing?
No,
Facts.
that's what it boils
Facts.
down
What
to.
we
You have to
doing?
know
What we
what
doing,
you
bro?
want and what you guys are doing. Like,
Exactly.
stop leaving unanswered questions and like.
It's
yeah.
a great
Because
topic.
now, like, don't
Great topic.
get angry if we never really spoke about what the terms of this is, and I go have sex with someone else, and you angry, but you said it was
Oh
done.
my god!
Yeah, you should have just stayed with him then.
I got an idea.
Oh my god. Here we go.
Yo, it's so lit. I can't wait to meet y'all at Patreon. Yo, we should do like a little couples vibe session on the pod thing.
And wait, what do you mean by that?
Like a vibe. Like,
What does that mean?
Like
What is that?
whichever cast members are in a relationship, or if you just got a vibe, you could bring them on a show and we could just create content.
Oh, bring your
You
vibe.
fucking keys.
Like, bring the person you're dating on and then have like them.
Yeah.
Wait, no, and do what? Just do a.
And you see the
should do that.
cameras? Let's talk.
Hold on. And do like a pod episode or give advice. What do you
No,
mean? Like,
let's do a pod.
let's
Who's
go.
first?
Because my
Let's
man
do
has a
a
podcast,
pod.
so he knows how to podcast. So he'd be
Let's
so
do
down
a
for this.
pod.
Y'all niggas.
that
is-
might be something.
this
The
is-
Patreon. I can't wait to make this
That's,
come true.
yo, I'm
It's
down, but
lit.
I don't know if
It's good
that,
to be single, man.
I'm not pointing no
Nah,
fingers.
but you got vibes.
Nah, no way, not me.
My shorty would love that. But
So you can host
she
it.
is not getting
Oh.
that.
no, no, no.
So wait, are you down? No, because I'm like,
Pierre's
all of a
like-
sudden.
You know what you got to do to make it spicy, right?
Okay.
You got to pick the one thing that irks you about your significant other, and then just duke it out.
I think
might be
Let's
yo,
go.
I think we do
It's
like
actually
a
pretty good.
I think we do. All right, put it
I
like
can't
this.
do that though because I'm not irritated by anything
How
about
about
him
this?
yet.
Patreon.
Honeymoon.
I like how you
know,
say
Honeymoon
right?
stage.
Yeah,
Thank you.
honeymoon.
Thank you.
Just wait on
Hey, I
it.
wrote that song too.
Just wait on it.
That's fact. Patreon. We could do like couples or vibe. Let's say vibe, right? Just to let's say vibe.
Are you gonna contribute something?
He's the main one. That's why I can't wait.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
got a
actually-
vibe in
yeah, I'm
sight.
actually-
So I'm just
I'm
ready to do
down.
content.
You gonna bring a vibe? Are
I'm
you bringing
down,
a
and I
vibe?
know my man's down.
Bring
But
it on.
I was like, yo, am I the only one that's down right now?
I
Like,
was hosting.
It's just gonna be.
But I was
Reggie.
hosting. Though.
Nah, how could you be hosting?
Oh, you
got a
fucking-
vibe.
I was producing.
But you got a
This
vibe.
nigga's he gonna fuck up all of our lives.
that's why I needed to know if Pierre was down because if not, I'm the only one that's down.
Down.
Like,
Exactly.
Stupid little idiots.
No.
Content.
Look.
Dumbasses. That's what he's planning to do.
content.
Stupid. Destroy lives.
So look, if
That's literally what it is right now.
if
then.
we can, if I will contribute.
You could.
That would be,
Of course you would.
yo, that would be mad
You the
fun.
main
Say what.
contributor.
That would be so, yo, and then we could
Yo,
team up and we
I
could play
ain't gonna lie.
You don't
games.
even know.
That episode is at least $150,000. I'm like, if you want to unlock this, and
Yeah.
you gonna pay
You
for this
gotta earn
shit.
the points.
That's
and
an extra.
I think we do it, man. I
That's
think we
extra.
really like. I can't wait to have fun
fuck
and
that.
create behind that paywall.
Hey.
Like I think we could really just
Listen,
go crazy.
in case you guys missed it, get the top tier of the Patreon so you can reveal Savon's unlocked character. Let's go.
I will open Savon's unlocked character. Yeah, right.
You know how it's like a shadowy figure? Spend that $15, $14.99 discount, whatever,
That's
and
a
then boom.
good. I like
Where's
that.
that market?
We gonna have
Get
fun.
our unlocked
Let's go.
character. Yeah, get
We-
mine because my unlocked character. That nigga.
Yeah, we gonna have fun on that Patreon paywall, man. A lot of ideas, a lot of content. Just other layers. There's different levels. There's different layers to us. Like one episode a week is just it's not enough. Like, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. I appreciate y'all for like being so invested thus far. But I feel like like there's an extra step that we can take. And unfortunately, the way that the government and the world is set up, you need resources to do that. And the main resources is capital. And I don't like using the word, but it comes down to the M word, and that's money. So in order to create and make these things come to life, and see, for me, right now during this test run, and I may change the name, so please don't hold me to it, the final tier is tier called Can't Afford Therapy. And it's a term that I have sat with over the last year because, to a degree, it's true. Therapy and healthcare is expensive. And as a freelance entrepreneur, it doesn't, it's expensive, right?
Yes, 100%.
So this has become therapeutic for me. Writing has become therapeutic for me. Creating is my therapy. And hearing from you guys on a week-in-week basis saying like, yo, if you don't drop your fucking podcast, I am going to have a mental issue.
Sorry,
like
y'all.
there's people that really look forward to what we do, and I want to continue to do that on a higher level, on a greater level, and I think Patreon will enable us to do so, and we want you to be a part of that. Like I said, it's super therapeutic to get on this podcast, to talk, to start the podcast with the revelation of, damn, I've been living in a certain way that I don't feel is
That was powerful.
You know what I'm saying? Like an embodiment of who I am and who I want to be. Like that's real shit. So we have a lot of fun on this podcast. We joke a lot on this podcast, but it's time to take this thing to another level. I think all of us as creatives, 100%. As a collective and individuals, I think there's so much that we can do just in this room.
Oh, I'm super excited. We're just gonna just really show the full layers of our personality.
Yeah, beyond just like one podcast episode per week.
Man.
Yeah, it's not enough. It's definitely not enough. So, again, just make sure y'all go check out the Need to Know podcast Patreon. The link will be attached to the tweets. You'll see it everywhere. We'll all make sure we promote that. Make sure y'all go run that up because we got a lot of content ideas, and this is where we speak to you directly. If you have a podcast, I would love to help you get it off the ground. And that is where we can do that. We can connect, we can talk. I'm also going to be doing Zoom calls with people who want to create podcasts, who have questions about podcasting. So yeah, please make sure y'all get into that Patreon while it's low, honestly, because fucking with a nigga
price
like
gonna
me,
go up.
Fucking with a nigga like me, the price might go up, nigga. So yeah, let's run that thing up. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about before we get up out of here? I know we've been potting for a minute.
Fuck no.
Follow me on Twitter for new music.
Talk about it.
Ball till we fall.
At
Talk
Ball
about
till
it,
we
King.
fall. If you don't know, you know. These blogs, I see these blogs. They trying to get the kid, but they never gonna be as thorough as me. So yeah,
Talk
if you're
about
looking
it.
for new music,
But
bro,
actually, though,
keep up with me. I update all throughout the week. We got Patreon coming. Devon, Reg, what's up? Y'all good? Y'all good?
I'm Gucci, man. I'm living. I'm alive. I'm just glad. I'm dead.
Just
I'm
glad to be
seriously.
here?
Yeah, I'm just really glad to be alive. I'm being honest with you.
love
I know that sounds. I know that sounds like such a.
No, we take it for granted.
Yeah,
Right.
We take that for granted. I'm just glad to be alive. I really enjoy. I like me.
oh,
Like I'm really starting to like myself. Like
really fuck with yourself.
Yeah, I'm starting to really fuck with myself. I think I'm gonna
That's
celebrate.
great. I mean, because you're pretty great. So
Thank you very much.
fucking
Thank
ill,
you
bro.
for very much. I think I'm gonna celebrate my birthday for the first time this year.
Really?
Libra
For the first time
season.
since I was
Hey.
17 years old.
Are you kidding?
Let's go.
I think it's gonna be the first year I
Yo, but
celebrate my
honestly,
birthday. A lot, bro.
Yeah.
like that is going to feel so great for you. If you, I don't know where you're gonna do it, a trip or whatever, but if you throw like a party, if you see everyone that
Oh,
fucks
it's
with
gonna
you,
be a party.
if you see that, you feel the love in the room, you're gonna have a great time. It might be very emotional for you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I'm a pretty emotional guy when it comes to like moments like that. But
I
I
hope
want to
you
do a
do it.
party
I hope you
and
do
I
it.
want to do a party.
Oh, you want to do it? Do
oh,
it.
he's gonna shut the city down.
I just want to be invited. That's all.
That's not even a question.
I'm
I
gonna
just want to be in attendance.
We would kick
you
it
know.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it. I'm gonna do it.
Libra season.
Libra
season.
October 6th.
October 6th.
Let's do
October
it.
6th.
All right, bet.
That's
Makes
party
sense.
season.
That's
November,
Shout out to
October. It's party
us.
season.
we got Mason in the building, my dog. She's everywhere with me
The
now.
most
Mace.
perfect dog, literally, I've ever met.
Mace.
She's great.
Look at her.
She's
She's
great.
like, she knows like the camera's on her right now.
Facts.
If she did ass know the camera recording her.
Daddy. But if you made it this far into the episode, not only should you subscribe and lock in with us on Patreon, make sure y'all do that here on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Leave a comment. We're really, really bad at encouraging you guys to leave those comments, but it really does a lot for us, and the algorithms. Keep us alive in your algorithms. It's super important, as Devon Terrell has let us know. Reggie, Alex, Dev.
Yes.
We are signing out. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. It's what you need to know, when you need to know, on the Need to Know podcast. God willing, we will be back again next week. Peace.
Gang.